perfectly fine. I'm fine. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is weird. Nothing is I know, wrong kid. I know, wrong game. But look, I'm decked out.
Hey.
Hi, and look at Exception. I should move you. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Let me move myself.
Oh, dang.
I have technology.
We are living in 3025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check us out.
I have my husband's on my shirt, vest, jacket, and an Exception on top of my head.
I'd like to think that that's an even more prestigious location.
It is. That's the nice view from the
Yeah.
Ahoge. You can like swing around on the Ahoge, you know.
And if needed, I can duck under the hat as an umbrella.
That's true. That's true, you can. Wow. I just got a DM that said missed opportunity for all of Butokai. Look, I can put manly man chests on my screen when I want to. I'm falling out of my chair. Oh god. I fell out of my chair. I can put
power, I think.
I can put manly man chests on my screen if I want, but I can also put cuddly teddy bear mans. So I do what I want. Look, and if you don't know, guys, okay, let me explain. So a couple of days ago, and in my defense, I will say I did not get the card. I rolled and did not get the card. But Mahoyaku dropped an event that I keep calling religious trauma. That's what I'm gonna call it, because much like the OnStar story, also titled Obligato, it looks like it's religious trauma, the story, and I was like, cool, it has Figaro! So anyway, I'm back on my Figaro bullshit. Sorry to anyone who's been here since, like, stream number 1 that was Mahoyaku talk, because, yeah, he's back. That's why he's on my pocket, my lapel there. And then on my other lapel is Mama as a little bear. He's not on my lapel. He's kind of on he's on my lapel. And then Omi in his stripper outfit, which that seems like a heck of a thing to say, but I will remind everyone he did in fact have a stripper outfit. And so did Azuma. And so did Misumi. Anyway, A3 lives forever in my heart. Hi everybody. I'm Ascella. I've lost my freaking mind and I cope with humor.
That is indeed what you're doing.
I'm doing my worst. Okay, Exception. Hi guys, it's Exception, and look at his glasses and his eyebrows.
I'm real.
He's wheel.
I can do things.
I got new computer situation and it can handle. Literally, you guys, my CPU would be dying on my old computer if I tried to do this. It's running at less than 3% right now.
Yeah, we're optimized.
We have the RAMs, we have the processors, we have the graphics card, we have the fans, we have the RGB fans. Woo! I got a case with RGB fans. Judge me if you want. I don't care. I think I'm cool. Exception, do you think I'm cool even though I have RGB fans?
Cool. I think the RGB fans help. That lets you like cool the air of all of the colors.
That's true. Good point.
All the colors of air.
All the colors of air.
Do you like the colors of the sky?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I spent the past hour just like goofing around, decking myself out, and then I was like, Exception, do you want to stress test my computer? So we did this. So now everybody who has any kind of a live 2D situation or the full-fledged Viato tube, gets gets the superior Ascella treatment, which
We get
like,
the treatment.
yeah, so anybody with Live 2D, you're next, suckers. We figured out how to do it, and it's pretty good. So yes. Anyway, welcome. It's Ace Attorney time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. I sneezed on Monday too. Yes, Risha. Did I get to announce your thing for you? Wait, we should announce it next week. We should announce it next week.
Suddenly, I have a distracting question.
Uh-oh, a question. Okay.
What is the average amount of times that people sneeze? Like what's the frequency of sneeze? 1 a day, 2 a day, one every 2 days?
I don't know. What is the average sneeze frequency? It depends on what part of
no
like the
idea.
world you live in, probably, and how bad your allergies are.
Do you think
allergies
like
are
people in the desert maybe sneeze less because it's really dry and there are no plants for pollen?
No, dust can make you sneeze too, like dirt, like the Saharan dust and stuff that comes up. It can make you sneeze
Oh, okay. So maybe it's more
too.
about
Particulate
like,
matter.
the
Particulate matter.
wind.
Yeah. I can announce it, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna announce something real quick. Sorry, exception. I'm gonna
All right.
announce something real quick. Y'all,
luck with
Risha
that.
got a live 2D model. I'm so excited! So Risha's gonna have to be using it with me on a stream at some point, which we're planning things, we're plotting things. Yeah. And that will also help stress test my computer, so we'll see what the CPU runs at with 2 live 2D models. Woo! Okay, that's all I got. And then now I just have to bully exception into getting a live 2D model. Bully, bully, bully,
Look,
bully,
I'm
bully,
actually,
bully, 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 bully,
I
bully.
don't got the money for it, but
That's okay.
I was considering just getting one from the same person who made me as I exist right now.
Yeah, you're gonna be so cute. Cuteception.
I gotta figure out the funds for it though, because
Are
I
you-
only got like another 13-ish days and I have no money.
Are you gonna remain small?
I would like to.
Okay.
I mean, I could solve that by just going it's solvable.
Are you gonna be like a full person or are you gonna be a chibi?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is why I haven't done it. I have to make decisions. The decisions are
That's
stressful.
life's hard, man. Life's hard. I am
Like,
just
the
bullying
more-
everyone into being their best selves.
The more look, this is a sequelitis The Legend of Zelda video. The more analogous I am to situations the more accurate I am to situations analogous to reality, the more I have to stipulate on. The more
I think
there's trade-offs.
you could just be like a talking test pattern. And that would be
What is-
okay.
Have you seen me in my debut? I am just a rotating,
You're just a rotating
eight-pointed
thingy.
star.
Yeah. You're just a little guy. I'm enjoying this too much. Also, guys, I have like suboptimal setup right now. I have 2 monitors, which is crazy. Like, it used to be 2 monitors because I had a laptop and a monitor, right? But now I have like a 20 something inch monitor and a 27-inch monitor. And the 27-inch monitor, I'm an idiot. I put it on the side that I don't usually face. So I'm using the smaller screen right now.
Fantastic.
I know,
Wonderful.
but I'll have Ace Attorney on the big screen, so you'll actually get to see me being like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, well, man, that made me dizzy. Why did I do that? Oh, that made me... Anyway, no more whipping my head around. Yes, so I didn't get to talk about it as much on Monday because we were chit-chatting about OnStars, understandably.
Also, there was like a kidnapping case, if I understand correctly.
There was kidnapping, there was attempted murder, there was faked deaths, there was everything. It had a little bit of everything. Yeah.
It sounds like Ace Attorney.
On Stars and Ace Attorney could go toe-to-toe for drama. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Wait, does it think I'm frowning again? Hold on. It's the one thing I can't defeat until I get a better tracker. Come here, you. Get calibrated. There you go. Okay. It likes to think that my eyes are crossing, and it likes to think that I'm frowning. And I am smiling. I don't know why. But, you know. That's fine. It's because I'm using a webcam. It's fine. I'll figure it out. I'm saving up. That's the next purchase after a working computer. Now that I have a working computer, the next purchase is an iPhone. A little bitty guy. An old one. An ancient one. The ancient one.
The ancients.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. And yeah. So welcome to Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney with me decked out in random crap. I think I'm gonna leave the random crap on, like, for the next several streams, because I want, like, my friends to see. I'm just gonna continue to glue things to myself until all of the husbands are arranged neatly on my bosom, you know? It's fine. It's fine. I got a little button of Finn, who is playing D&D right now and ignoring me, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm not loved. It's fine. Okay, well, we're back for more investigating.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta investigate. What happened last time? Let's see. Sholmes showed up and was like, "Oh shit, son." He was like, "Oh shit, the assassin lady is not as she seems," or something, but he wouldn't tell us really what was going on. He was just like, "Hurry, take this and get the telegraph sent to Japan." And like, that was the last thing that happened, was he was just like, "Hurry." And we were like, "Cool." And then he was like, "Yeet," and he left. So we don't know what's going on.
Do those things.
Once again, Sholmes isn't telling us shit. Once again, I got mad at Strongheart.
More overarching shenanigans.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Basically, the big plot points of the investigation so far, is Barack Van Zieks has accused both Tobias Gregson, who is dead, and Asa Shin, who is dead, of being the Reaper.
But yeah, go ahead.
However, Kazuma thinks that Barack is like the head of the Reaper team, Team Reap. And he's extracting a lot of revenge about the situation by prosecuting this.
He's struggling. He is struggling. His trauma jumped out.
As far as like the mechanics of the trial go, we're currently trying to investigate this weird problem where the autopsy report doesn't actually have a time of death on it.
Yeah, so he might not be dead. That's what I think. But anyway.
I don't know if that's reliable or not, but we did get permission to go talk to the coroner, who is not the person who got arrested last case.
Yeah, new coroner.
Being in jail.
Because the other one's in jail. We're doing great. We're just dismantling the system, like one notorious arrest at a time. Okay, Risha, calm down about the coroner. Which one? The first one or the new one that we're about to go talk to?
The coroner.
Which one are you freaking out about? Coroner number 1 or coroner number 2?
I think there are reasonable like justifications for freaking out about both of them.
Trust.
Like,
okay.
They're both kind of characters.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad to be on the internet again. And back to Ace Attorneying. Okay. I'm not sure that I'm like completely mentally prepared for what is about to transpire, because like the shocks kept coming last time, you know, the like, you know, But I guess that's what happens when you play an Ace Attorney game. You just get your ass kicked constantly by the game. The game is like, do you like happiness? Then go away. Also, y'all, I had an epiphany today. Where's Franziska von Karma, the chatter? Needs to show up right at this opportune moment. No, I've decided. Now, I decided two things. One is that I want to cosplay Franziska von Karma. That is a fact.
Fair.
She is aesthetically one of my favorite Ace Attorney characters. So, yes. But here's the catch. This may inform people's choices or expectations, right? I don't want to cosplay her until I've played the game she's in.
Well, we better get going then.
So we gotta ace some attorneys. Guys.
Also, immediately when you said that about Franziska, I thought there's gonna be a new character you're gonna like the appearance of even more when we get there. I was like, I already locked it, keyed in the fact that there is another.
In which game? Are you even gonna tell me that? You're not even gonna tell me, are you?
I'm not gonna tell you so that you can't accidentally see it.
Okay, I'll be sure not to accidentally Google. Like, I just want everyone to know that my friends are the best friends in the world and have been like, I swear to God, if anybody spoils you, I will kill them. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. On all of Ace Attorney, I don't care how long it's been out. Don't spoil me. My friends will take you down. Yeah, this hat's kind of nice on me. Look, the hat is kind of my tribute to Giselle Brett. The hat is kind of mine.
Why are we giving a tribute to Giselle Brett?
Because she's still causing problems on purpose, even though she's dead. That takes talent. That takes skill.
Out here supporting women's wrongs.
I am supporting women's wrongs. I support women's rights, and I support women's wrongs. Every single time. Absolutely. Especially women's wrongs. Let's be real. But I can say that because you were going to judge me, but then I gave the best answer. Yeah. Yeah. I do support women's wrongs. But, like, also, like, I don't know. If here's one for the people that know me outside of streaming. I've cosplayed, like, the worst Fate character. So, like, you cannot say that I don't support women's wrongs. Like, I will go down in history as the person who cosplayed the worst Fate character before, like, anybody else in the US did, and remained fabulous while doing so. Also happened to scare one of the Seiyu. Oops. Oops. But anyway, I'll have to tell you that story sometime, Exception. You'll enjoy that story.
That's fair, that's fair. I can't even, like, judge personally, because when I was getting my new avatar, I had to prototype it with a different avatar, and so I picked a pretty controversial character from certain web media.
From certain media.
From certain media.
Damn, that certain media gets you every time.
Let me tell you,
What about uncertain media?
That is an excellent question.
Yeah, what about it? You know? Same. Okay, but anyway, I will stop stalling and stop being silly and stop coping with humor and actually get into the part that's gonna make me cry. By the way, guys, how'd you like the starting soon screen? Pretty good, huh? I might just leave that up for a while. It's my divorce arc with Kazuma. I'm going back to Figaro. I also support wizards' rights and wizards' wrongs. So yeah, I'm sorry. I may be like a goody-goody wizard, but that man is not. He's a terrible person. But I love him anyway. He's doing his worst. And I support that. I'm not usually the kind of person that's like, I like villains or whatever, because I don't usually like villains, honestly. I usually like the real wholesome guys that are like doing their best, or like the girls that are doing their best, right? But every once in a while, somebody will be just a total dumpster fire of a person. And I'm like, that one. So, you know. Although, I will say, if Cosmo... we're getting into spoilers now, everyone. Hello. If Kazuma turns out to be a dumpster fire at the end of all this, somebody's gonna have to, like, just shoot me with, like, an arrow because... And maim me because, like... That... No, I can't do it. If he turns out to be horrible, I will like it way too much. Okay, sorry. Not horrible, just a dumpster fire. Like, there's bad dumpster fires, and then there's, like, good dumpster fires. Like a bonfire, like a hearty, warm bonfire that you can toast marshmallows over, you know? Of garbage. They won't taste very good, but you can still do it. You don't believe me, do you? Nobody in this chat believes me. Cool! Exception is like, please stop existing.
No, it's fine. I just want the game to exist.
The game will exist, and just submit it. Okay, no, Risha, you gotta comment when your man is causing problems on purpose. That's your job. Alright. Okay. Here we go. I'll stop being silly. I can't believe you were, like, judging me for being silly. How dare you? Move. Alright, so.
Where going?
Where have we been? We have been to Sholmes' suite. We have been to the Lord Chief Justice's office. I declared Strongheart to be a jerk again for the 50th time. I stand by it. We are currently at the Great Waterloo Hotel meeting Daddy Dearest.
Formerly, he left.
Yeah, he left to go send some telegrams. Some telegrams. We've been to prison, and we've been to the prosecutor's office. And let's see here. So our choices that it really wants us to go to are Mr. Vigil's hospital bed and the forensics laboratory. Exception, do you have an opinion on where we should go first?
I am fairly neutral on either of these options. I feel like these are two sort of parallel plot lines.
Like the
We're either
last
going to
time?
be talking to Vigil about the past or the forensics lab about the present.
Yeah.
Your choice. Whether you want, like, lore tea or teeing up info.
I want both, and we're gonna do both during this stream. So let's start. You know what? Let's start with the forensics lab.
Alright.
Well, I have a sippy. Oh God, stuffed animals everywhere. Good God.
They've redecorated.
They're creepy cute. Beautiful. Love it. Like all the ribbons. What are you stitching people up with anyway?
Yarn.
Everyone is just as shocked as we are. Cool. Cool. This place really is creepy, isn't it? Well, being a dead room, it's probably full of the spirits of the dissected. But actually, there's a rather pleasing scent of roses in the air. Well, being a dead room, the coroner probably needs a bold scent like that to mask the odor of death. Oh my God, Iris, please. I cannot hit Iris today. I cannot, like, her range, not the character. I'm not trying to hit her. I'm hitting her range. Iris? Do you think we could change the subject? Yes, please. Oh boy, cutting noises. Cool, love to see that. Love that for us. Wait, hold on, I've forgotten to do something. Give me a second. I knew I'd forget to do something.
Which thing?
Nothing. It's not important.
Okay.
It's gonna take me a second. It's just gonna take me a second. Doop, doop. There we go. Okay, I had to turn one of my announces off. Sorry. Okay. I forget to do it every single time. Okay, so scissors noises. Oh, what was that? More cutting noises. Cool. Love to see it.
Doesn't sound like cutting into flesh. It just sounds like cutting.
It sounds like scissors. Yeah, it just sounds like
Yeah.
scissors. Dr. Gory. What a name. There she is. I don't even know what kind of voice to give this character. I've never voiced a yandere before.
Well, that's
Which
not,
is what she
okay,
strikes me as.
Hold on, let me give you some direction here.
Okay. I'll tell you whether or not I understand the references. It'll be great. I like her tie, though, and her lapel pin.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
I like how it's sort of like a skull. It's like, a skull. But it's like not really a skull. It's like a circle.
Yeah.
It's like a skirkle.
Skirkle. I like the tie pin, too.
Kind of as like a continuation of the Courtney Scythe situation.
So kind of emotionless?
I'm gonna say emotionless, but sort of in that kind of like vaguely detached from reality kind of way with like 10% bratty.
Ah, okay. Okay. I might have to feel this one out a little bit, so everybody just kind of...
That's fine. You'll get some reference from more words being said.
I know. I've got one word to work with here. What? That noise before? Of sharpening my tools. I'd be dead meat if I didn't keep a perfectly keen edge on them. Right. Oh boy. We're gonna die. We're gonna die again. Oh my god. Crazy. Cool. When following the collagen fibers in the dermis, an expertly sharpened scalpel cuts like cheese. Would you like a demonstration? Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see. Iris, go home. Then I think you'll do nicely. Huh? No! No, I wouldn't do nicely at all. I mean, maybe some other time. When I'm dead, maybe. Damn. Was that a tut? Well, we came here to ask questions, so up pops my choices. Wow, she's just gonna keep sharpening those while we're sitting here.
It's important.
Cool.
A professional.
Wow, okay, but we can look around the room for a minute. This looks different to before. Of course, Mr. Naruhodo. Miss Gory is a young maiden. She has all sorts of charming little dolls and the like around her place of work. Look. Oh yes, you're right. Perhaps she's not so strange after all, except that she's a coroner in a room full of dolls. Nothing is wrong here. Nothing is wrong here. They're how I practice. Sorry? Mama always says that operations and dissections require speed and accuracy. So I take out my needle and thread and stitch 3 new dolls every day. Ah, right. I used to make livers or kidneys or intestines, but Mama told me to make something more friendly instead. Can you imagine like a stuffed intestines? Like a plushy intestines? Like what? Crazy.
Impressive though.
Yeah, pretty impressive. It would take a while. Turning tubes is not fun, so that's quite different to what I had imagined. Cool. What else can we look at in here? Anything else fun? Oh, I hit the button. I didn't mean to. Back. Hit the Z. We got some tools. We got some stuff up top. Okay, let's look at the stuff up top.
The classics.
The classics. Look at all the bottles on the shelves in these cabinets. What an assortment of chemicals. And they're probably all deadly. These ones, yeah. These ones here are labeled highly toxic. Ugh, that's worrying. Because there are also things that look like salt and pepper shakers in there. Oh, yes. And they actually say salt and pepper on them. The doctor probably spends a lot of time in this room, I suppose. Perhaps she has meals here sometimes. First rule of lab safety. Don't store edible things near inedible and toxic things. Life goes on, even when you're surrounded by death. Okay, we saw this. Let's look at oh god, the saw. A table and a set of sharp tools. When you consider each in isolation, it looks quite innocent. Does it? Does it? I don't think it does. So why is it that when you put them side by side, they seem so horribly disturbing? It might be best not to ponder it too deeply. That's Mama's dissection table. It's too high for me, though. It is. You are shorter. If I fell from that height in my sleep, it would really hurt. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? You mean you sleep in here? Autopsy work is very involved. It's usually too late to think about going home when I'm finished. But I have bad dreams when I sleep here, and I always end up falling onto the floor. So I'd like to exchange that table for a lower one. Maybe you should just go home. You can't just tell a person to go home. That's messed up, Renosuke. Well, look at this! What a magnificent display case with a dead person in it. Cool. Oh, God, not this again. The cherry wood has been polished to a high sheen, and the intricate carving is a joy to behold. Didn't he say this last time?
Yeah, he said a lot of what he said last time.
Western cabinet makers really are very skilled, aren't they? It's 10 people. Pardon? It's made from the bones of 10 different people, all mixed together. Some of my best work! I was admiring the case, actually. The scary skeleton inside is something I intend to ignore as best I can. I don't think she likes that. Oh, yep. You're strange. I wonder who is the strangest. Oh, we already looked at the scary tools. We already looked at the scary tools. We already looked at the scary tools. Is that it? Is that all the things to look at?
Pretty much.
Okay. I can't believe he just told this child to go home. Ah, there's brains up here! We've seen this line before. I suppose they're fruit liquors. No, sweetheart. Not umeboshi plums. Ah, that jar you're looking at up there contains monkey brains. Oh my. The composition is similar to the human brain, so they make for interesting study material. And in the next jar along, we have monkey... No more monkey anythings, please. If you say so. Oh dear. The time when I still thought it was just some pickled umeboshi plum seems so long ago already. I needed the plums. Okay. Cool, we go back. We converse. Time of death.
Friendly conversation.
We have actually met before. I'm a lawyer, if you remember. You're not dead yet. What? So Mama said I wasn't to cut you open. She's so strict about things like that. Well, good. Dr. Scythe has some scruples, at least. Oh dear. It looks like she's not interested in talking to us. For the time being, anyway. For the time being? You mean until we die? I hope that's a way off. Is this all you got for me? Sorry, but I wasn't planning on dying anytime soon. Well, surely there's some less drastic way of making her listen. So we need to show her something. Something from the court record. What's something death-inducing that she would like? A picture of a dead person. Huh?
Sorry, I was making a joke.
What was your joke? I missed it. I'm sorry, I was talking.
I was being like, present autopsy report. Did you write this?
Did you write this? That'd be funny.
That would be
probably
funny.
What we're supposed to do. Let's see. I feel like the picture of a dead person is the only thing she could possibly want. I can't think of anything else she might like other than seeing the autopsy report. Her name's on it.
Time of death is still blank.
Time of death is still blank. So we'll probably show her that at some point, but maybe we should show her the picture of the dead body person? Body person?
Okay.
What? Don't say okay like that. I feel like I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Exception, am I wrong?
I mean, yes, but who cares?
No, I care! What am I supposed to show her? The autopsy report?
You can do it.
Why? What are you doing? Are you setting me up? Are you setting me up?
You can do it. I believe in you. You're allowed to present stuff.
I don't want to anymore. I don't want to anymore. Okay, fine. Let's go to present. All I got is the autopsy report and the picture. She wants to talk to dead people, so I feel like the picture of dead people would be like her jam. She'd be like, ooh, I like that one. I'm gonna try because you can't get penalized. Oh, thank you for having pop-ups again. Hold on. A new computer says Steam settings are for losers. Interface? Run Steam. Where is the... I don't want... I'm working on it. Hold on. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta figure out how to... I don't wanna... No. There we go. Doop. Okay, I think I fixed it. It shouldn't pop up the little things anymore. Sorry, guys. Okay, now, since it will not penalize me for showing her this, I'm gonna show her this and see what happens. Look, here's a dead guy. Do you like dead? You like dead guys? About this photograph, Dr. Gory. Who's that? Sorry? It's Inspector Gregson, of course. The victim of the case. Ah, I see. I don't remember the faces. Internal organs, muscle tissue, bullet trauma. Those are things I remember. Well, please try to also remember that I don't want to know anything about all of that. Are you sure, Ryunosuke? Okay, so that was productive. That was a productive conversation. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Don't forget, don't forget, you're responsible for putting my mama in jail! Oh no. Why should I help you? Well, that's an excellent question, isn't it?
He's got a point.
She's got a point. I'm gonna try showing her the autopsy report and see what happens.
Okay.
Dr. Gory, we actually came here to ask you about this. He was very good. Good? Sorry? His skin didn't snag my blade once, and very little mess. His joints dislocated easily, and his muscle tissue was a pleasure to work with. Okay. We can skip those details. But there is one thing about the report that's caught my attention. You don't seem to have recorded a time of death. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a reaction. Oh, shit! She's kind of cute. Cool. That's not my fault. Oh, that made me jump. Then please tell us what happened. Aha! We unlocked it.
The flip.
So, why doesn't this autopsy report include a victim's time of death then? It's really the most crucial detail. I was told not to write it. What? By whom? Exception.
Yeah?
This does nothing for this man's case.
I'm sure that
This
there
does
is a
nothing.
nice and reasonable, logical
A reasonable
justification.
explanation. Yeah.
I think that there's a perfectly good explanation as to
Is
what's going on here. I think it's fine.
Oh,
It's
you better start
fine.
counting your piggy bank, mister.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right. It's fine. Risha says it's fine too. That's 2 out of 3 of us that think it's fine. So
Risha agrees with me.
then maybe it's fine. Okay, sure. Mail Strongheart, the Lord Chief Justice. He came here. Lord Strongheart came? He said that from the witness statements about the gunshot and the other evidence, it was obvious.
He was just being dumb.
It only adds to the case against him, exactly. The man clearly died at 5 p.m. on 1st November when the gunshot was heard. But that's not the time of death you wrote on the report. You didn't write anything. Was there some reason you didn't include it? Dr. Gory, if you're hiding something under Lord Strongheart's instructions, then sooner or later you're going to go the same way as your mother. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, Ryunosuke. Oh my god. Oh. That was a terrible life choice we just made there. She has a knife and then another knife. Oh god. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Give it here then. What's she scribbling so furiously? There. You've written... What? What's she written? Tell us! Indeterminate. But... Oh, shit. According to the coroner, an accurate estimation of the time of death is not possible. Interesting. This is cool. I like how it just keeps flipping over. It's kind of good. What do you mean by that? Why was the time of death indeterminate? When the specimen was brought in, it was still fresh. So the time of death could easily have coincided with when the gunshot was heard. But there was one small discrepancy. What discrepancy? There was some fried fish in the pocket of the specimen's overcoat. And that fish had started to rot. What? If the victim liked fried fish, he presumably liked to eat it before it went off. Well, yes. What are you really trying to say? It's possible that someone tried to manipulate the apparent time of death. Manipulate the... Is that even possible to do? Theoretically, if you were to chill the body in ice, you could delay the onset of putrefaction. And if the overcoat wasn't on the body at the time, then only the fish would have started... Oh, that's me. Then only the fish would have started to rot. With today's science, it's not yet possible to determine if the body was chilled or not. But today's science is advanced enough to let you freeze a corpse, it seems. But surely, to chill a corpse like that would require an enormous electrical refrigerator. And I don't imagine many households in London are equipped with such a device. No, definitely not. But maybe in a factory or some other special places? I don't recall seeing any factories or such like on Fresno Street, though. I wonder if the inspector's body had been chilled somehow. What might the actual time of death have been? I couldn't say for sure. But at the most, it might have been a day earlier. No. Yes, indeed. In other words, it would corroborate your previous deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. That Inspector Gregson was killed a day before his body was discovered at a different location. Did you inform Lord... I can't talk. Yeah. Did you inform Lord Strongheart of this possibility? He simply said that there were no electrical refrigerators of that size in the vicinity. He'd do nothing for his case! He does nothing! If you don't mind, then...
He's not on the case.
I'm about to put him on trial. Personally.
Okay.
Sorry? Oh, she's done with us. Bye.
The conversation got dull and so did the knives.
Yeah. She's gone back to sharpening her blades. Not now, or my baby here might start to rust. I think perhaps we'd better leave Dr. Gory alone. Maybe we could try again later if we manage to find some more clues. Thank you for that, leading me in thusly. Back to Mr. Vigil. Let's go.
Thusly.
Because I think... It's the only place it wants us to go to.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
No more illusion of choice.
No more choices.
We ran out.
We ran out of choices. Oh, God! We're back in the same room.
A good room.
Sorry, guys. I have to keep drinking liquids because I am doing a number on my throat here. Okay. This is the ward where Mr. Vigil was brought, apparently. To be frank, I'm a little worried about seeing him again. There him is.
Oh boy!
There
I
him
get
is.
lines now. The lawyer. Hello again.
Are you feeling better now, Mr. Vigil?
Yes, thank you. Somewhat better.
I'm so sorry to have caused you to... I mean, it was because of me. If I hadn't exposed your secret and forced you to remember things you'd obviously tried to forget...
The prosecutor was here until a few moments ago, too. You just missed him.
Of course we did. Oh. Kazuma beat us to it.
He said much the same as you. He was very apologetic.
Aww.
But the truth is, I brought all this upon myself.
Please, don't think like that.
Keeping it from Evie, my wife, all these years, carried such a sense of guilt. But that's not the worst of it. Over time, I obviously came to deceive myself as well.
You mean about your dismissal?
Looking back now, I'm beginning to think that perhaps Inspector Gregson didn't stumble across me by accident at all. I mean, he compensated me so generously for acting as his stand-in. He was clearly concerned for my well-being and doing what he could to help.
So perhaps Gregson knew exactly what had become of Mr. Vigil all along then.
I'm sure this is just desserts for 10 years of lies and deception, but... It wasn't me that helped the professor escape 10 years ago! It wasn't me! I swear it! I swear it's true!
Oh, Mr. Vigil. I'm sure you'd rather not dredge up even more from your past at this time, but if possible, could you tell us exactly what really happened?
I want to. I need to get all this off my chest. I just want someone to tell me what I should have done.
Pianui, you have a really excellent skill for coming in here at exactly the times to not get spoiled.
Yeah, you're bobbing
You're-
and weaving throughout all
Your
this.
timing is excellent. Hello. Go
But, like,
away.
don't push your
Don't
luck.
spoil yourself. We're about to get into the deep stuff, you know.
Yeah.
No, but I'm glad you're
Yeah.
here. Thank you, Pianui. Hello. I will post cat pic for you later. I know you wanted one. You had one from Monday, and I hadn't posted it yet. I found...
Also, check me out. I'm real this time.
Yeah, Exception's real. And I am covered in boys. That sounds terrible. I'm just being a silly little goose. A silly little mongoose. Alright. Shall we converse? Okay. Oh. Here we go. Give me the story.
Inspector Gregson was obviously engaged in a special operation of some sort. He was investigating something that even Scotland Yard couldn't know about.
Mm-hmm. Details of the Reaper's marks, yes.
It was when he had to carry out those investigations that I would take his identification and impersonate him.
You'd pretend to be the inspector and carry out investigations on his behalf?
Oh, no, never. A common street peddler couldn't possibly carry out a proper police investigation.
Well, at least you didn't try to do that.
All I would do is go to the specified location and make a little hoo-ha.
I'm sorry? A little what now?
Just something to leave an impression, so everyone there would think a detective called Gregson was here.
So, that's what you were doing on the day prior to the incident?
Yes, he asked me to make an appearance at the park on Lime Street for the Red-Headed League event. So, as usual, I flashed the inspector's identification around and was very vocal about my presence.
But then you were taken prisoner by those red-headed fraudsters.
Yes.
So, you would always make a point of showing Gregson's identification, generally being loud.
That's what the inspector asked me to do, yes.
Well, that's one way of becoming a legendary detective, I suppose. Not a good one, though. Hello, Lark. Thank you for yoinking the first. Yay! We're very silly today. Look at us go.
This is very true. We are in the midst of silly.
We are sillying in the seriousness.
And as you know, I suffered this bruising around my neck at their hands. But the following day, they kept their word and released me.
Without returning the inspector's identification to you, however.
We had arranged to meet in the Fresno Street room at 5 that day so I could report back to the inspector.
No, it's not a Labubu! It's not a Labubu! It's Mama! It's Mama! He's just in a little bear outfit. It's one of the Chinese OnStars merch items. I happen to own one. They're very precious. La Mama? Okay, Risha, get out. Get out.
But at the agreed time, that's when I heard the gunshot.
Okay. Oh, here he goes.
It was at midnight on the 17th of June, 10 years ago. That was the time scheduled for the execution.
But the professor's execution never actually took place, did it? Or rather, the execution itself must have been used to effect the plan of escape. I hardly dare to imagine what a chilling plan it was.
Barclay was renowned for being the highest security prison in the country. Everything that went in or out of the place was searched multiple times. But there was one notable exception.
No, I think there are two notable exceptions. One on top of my head and one next to me. Anyway.
Or rather, one notable loophole. Something that was never questioned.
I have a feeling I know what that loophole was now. The coffins into which the bodies of the executed convicts were placed, correct?
Yes. Once the coroner had confirmed the death of a condemned convict, the body was taken in its coffin for immediate burial in Lowgate Cemetery, just behind the prison. A chief warder first had to sign the necessary papers. And after that, no member of staff was permitted to touch the coffin containing the body again.
Aha, that's why they think you did it.
When executions took place, only the executioner and the coroner were permitted inside the chamber. I would wait in the adjacent room for word that the condemned convict was dead. On that occasion, once I had that confirmation, I went into the mortuary to find a lone coffin as usual. The procedure was that I would sign the paperwork having checked the coffin, then nail it shut. But for some reason that day, the coffin was already nailed shut.
Okay. No!
I didn't think anything of it at the time. I assumed that my deputy must have checked the coffin and nailed it shut before I arrived. So darn it.
So,
Sorry.
you mean the coffin contained...
Yes. I can only imagine that Asogi, having escaped his execution somehow, was alive inside the coffin. The coffin was then taken out through the main gates and deposited in Lowgate Cemetery.
Presumably there wouldn't have been enough air inside to breathe for long. So in the early hours following the burial, somebody dug up the coffin again to set Genshin free. But in the end, he was fatally shot in the graveyard anyway. What on earth really happened in Lowgate Cemetery that night, I wonder?
I'm afraid I really don't know. All I can say with certainty are two things. Asogi couldn't possibly have escaped that way without help from somebody working in the prison. And that somebody was not me.
Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Okay. Obviously you knew the man then. The professor, I mean. Genshin Asogi.
Yes. I remember him well, in fact.
Would you mind telling us what you know?
Well, having been condemned to death as he was, any contact I had with the man was short, obviously. After that trial, which was carried out behind closed doors, attended only by elite members of the judiciary, they called for his execution to be carried out at the earliest possible opportunity.
The outcome of the trial was set from the beginning, wasn't it? It was a time of delicate diplomacy when Britain and Japan were in the process of signing an important treaty. That meant that this potentially destabilizing case had to be dealt with swiftly and discreetly.
The man had less than a week in total. As I was the chief warder, I oversaw his short stay in the cells until his final hour. I remember being struck deeply by his noble character and incredible resilience.
What do you mean exactly?
He was a killer of many men, but he was always quiet and polite. He was a gentleman and a man of intellect. In fact, I couldn't bring myself to believe what he'd done, so I asked him one day. Those 5 members of the aristocracy whose lives were taken, were you really responsible? I'm guilty of the unforgivable crime of ending another human's life. Yes. The following day, the closed trial took place, and the verdict was no surprise.
Guilty.
That night, when he was brought back to his cell, I saw something. Something unusual.
Something unusual? What?
The last will and testament of Genshin Asogi.
Oh, another talking point. Let's go.
As I said, it was on the night following his trial, after he'd been found guilty. I was doing the rounds of the cells, and when I looked into Asogi's, I noticed that he seemed to have a sheet of paper in his hand.
Ah, his last will and testament then, presumably.
As soon as he noticed me, he hurriedly shoved it behind his back.
But why did you find that so unusual? Isn't it normal for a man to pen a will when he knows his death is nigh?
Yes, that's true, but there were special conditions to Asogi's incarceration, you see.
What sort of conditions?
Well, even though he was held in a cell designed for condemned inmates, he was allowed to keep his personal effects with him, with one exception.
No.
You'd have to get rid of one of us.
There are 2 exceptions! Really? He was allowed his things. That is unusual, certainly.
Of course, he'd been convicted of killing 5 members of the aristocracy. But at the same time, he was a guest in our country from the Empire of Japan. The powers that be were determined that his final days shouldn't be needlessly uncomfortable.
And what was the exception you mentioned to the personal effects he was allowed?
That's the point. He wasn't permitted to have writing materials.
Ah.
Specifically, no pens or paper.
So, he was prevented from leaving any written record of what had happened to him.
Yes, that was the long and the short of it. I've no idea where he obtained that paper. Any writing materials would have been confiscated from him upon his I'm just gonna start over.
That's fair.
Any writing materials would have been confiscated from him upon his incarceration. As I said, he hid the paper behind his back and then he pleaded with me. What did you just hide behind your back? Please, please, turn a blind eye. This is my lifeline. But you know it's against the rules. You're the only person who's seen. You just agree to keep quiet. All right then. But what's on that paper? The last will and testament. This will is the only weapon I have left now.
How can a will be a weapon?
So I decided to pretend I'd seen nothing, and I let him keep his will. But then later, it just seemed to vanish without trace.
What? What do you mean it vanished? It would seem that it isn't the end of the story. It would seem that it... Oh my god, I can't with this sentence. I'm sorry. Let's try again.
Oh, I see. Emphasis on that.
On that, exactly. I caught it in
see.
the middle of saying it wrong. It would
Yeah.
seem that isn't the end of the story of this mysterious will. Oh!
They flipped the one above.
Flipping it.
I was the only person who saw. Ah,
We're really
I was
good
the
at this
only yeah,
scene.
yeah.
It's good. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was the only person who saw Asogi's will, but
somehow it disappeared. He ate it.
it was after Asogi's execution.
Which was actually an elaborate jailbreak.
The warders gathered up Asogi's possessions that were in his cell. They were all to be sent back to his family home in Japan, you see.
To poor Kazuma-sama. And you're saying that it wasn't anywhere to be found among his personal effects? The will, I mean.
That's right, though I didn't search through them myself. But Governor Caden was livid. He was screaming, "It cannot have disappeared completely."
That doesn't quite make sense, though, does it? In what way? Because nobody else saw it. Well, we'd understood that only Mr. Vigil was aware of the will's existence. In which case, how did the present governor know to look for it? Oh, yes, you're right.
I really don't know how he knew. But it certainly seemed as though he knew of the will's existence from the outset. Only he didn't refer to it as a will.
Oh, God.
What he said was...
Oh, God.
The Asogi Papers.
The Asogi Papers?
I really can't tell you anything of the subsequent events, as I jumped out of a window and lost all my memory.
Exactly.
Because, well, of what happened.
Your dismissal. And the way you blocked it all from your memory.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten all this until today. I don't suppose it's relevant to the case, though.
Well, anyway, thank you very much for sharing it with us, Mr. Vigil. We're very grateful.
I'm afraid there's really little more I can tell you. My wife Evie will be here shortly, so I do hope I don't appear rude, but...
No, not at all. Thank you again. But what will become of you now?
Well, impersonating a police officer is a criminal offense, of course. I imagine that once I'm fully recovered, I shall be arrested. Man,
Damn.
tough times.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, please. This was all my own doing. I always knew that this day would come.
Well, I wish you well. Goodbye, Mr. Vigil.
And... Oh, wait, before you go, there's just one thing.
Okay. Oh, yes. What is it?
The Asogi Papers.
Okay.
I'd be very grateful if you'd make no mention of the things I told you about them.
Presumably for some good reason. Uh-oh.
It's my understanding that their very existence is a closely guarded secret.
When in the history of this game have we cared about secrets?
That is true.
We like to lay them bare. Yeah.
We did leak international communications in a courtroom trial.
Oops.
If it became known that I'd remembered... Well, it could be rather troublesome, I think.
I understand. Some sort of will that Genshin Asogi penned just before his death, which the man himself claimed was his last weapon. I wonder. Perhaps it had something to do with his plan to escape. If there's anyone who might know more about a document that Kazuma's father left behind. Oh my god, here we go. It would be Mr. Vigil's governor! Then we know precisely where he must go. Back to Barclay Prison. Bye, Mr. Vigil. We're leaving you.
Yeah.
I had nothing
Farewell.
to do with you now. A new
Have a good
location
day.
has been added.
I feel bad for him.
Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm never gonna be ready to
I
voice Caden, but
I know. I'm sorry. I appreciate your efforts.
it's alright.
And here we go anyway. I love that clock. I want that clock so bad. The stupid guillotine clock is my everything. I need to make that like an actual working guillotine clock.
Uh
Wait, no. Not like a sharp one, just like a model.
Okay.
I'm not actually gonna chop anybody's like hand off or something with it. Gosh. Ugh. Here he is.
Alright, here we go.
Good luck.
Ugh, back again, are you?
Yes. Hello.
I've heard all about your investigations. I read the report just now. You found him, eh, Vigil?
Yes, luckily.
Well, anywho. The laddie doesn't work here no more, so your case is not to do with Barclay. I wouldn't like you to get the wrong idea about that.
Of course, yes. Mr. Vigil stopped working here 10 years ago now, so... Yes, we've seen his dismissal notice, haven't we? He was given the chop. Thank you, Iris.
Aye, Kimma. You can very well. So, how about a wee handcuff biscuit?
Good God. Oh, they really are like little handcuffs. And hard as irons, too.
So, what's brought you down here today?
Well, there's something else we'd like to ask you about, actually.
Is that so?
Crunch. We believe there might have been a document that disappeared from Genshin Atsugi's cell. Oh, Lord. Oh, like, literally 5 seconds ago, he's like, hey, could you just never mention this ever, ever, ever? And we're just like, yeah! Absolutely, pinky promise. And then we immediately go to somebody to ask about it.
Renosuke, I know that your like most famous stunt in a courtroom has been leaking international secrets, but you really do not know how to do OPSEC.
So bad at this.
Oy, oy, oy.
Anyway, I think it's been called the Asogi Papers or something. See, now we got it, made him mad.
Did I no say? Gregson's death is not to do with things that might have happened at Barclay.
Why are you fixing your hair?
Leave the past in the past, laddie. Let's not footer about with irrelevant details.
His expressions changed completely. We're clearly onto something here.
Tch.
Give me the... There we go. Are you going to answer these questions? Are you going to answer these questions or not? Let's try it.
The murderer's botched execution. The whole miserable escape. They were Barclay's darkest hour, aye. A shocking embarrassment.
Because the convict had a collaborator on the prison staff, you mean?
Aye. For shame. The coroner who confirmed the death of the man after his execution, Courtney Scythe.
Okay.
I mean, we knew that. That was
We
like
knew that! I was just like, damn, he came out and said it!
And my chief warder at the time, Vigil, who was in charge of the whole affair.
But Mr. Vigil says he didn't know anything about it.
The rascal wouldn't say otherwise, eh? More handcuffs.
Oh! How could I say no? You can never have too much iron in your diet.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
I'm not a dietary expert.
Sometimes it will upset your tummy.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it will give you upset tummy. When Mr. Vigil was handed his dismissal notice as a result of what had happened, he was so despairing, he jumped out of your office window, didn't he?
Aye, it was hilarious. Usually they go by the clock.
Stick his face in there.
Oh, we got a nice convenient suicide method right here. Why do you have to break my window?
Oh my god, you can't say that.
You
You can't say that on my stream!
He's accommodating. He's got accommodating.
I cannot. Just, I swear. I mean, it may, which is, no, I'm not, no, read your line. Read your line before I say something I'll regret.
I didn't like to say it, but that's just Vigil trying to get out of it.
Oot.
Do you not think he wouldn't have jumped from the shock of his crimes being exposed, eh? I do.
You wouldn't say otherwise, though, would you?
Of course, I can't shun all responsibility myself. I shouldn't have left him deceive me.
Okay.
Actually, there's barely anybody that kens what went on at the time now.
Okay.
But Gregson having been murdered, and Dr. Scythe forbidden from having any visitors.
Oh boy. No visitors. Someone obviously doesn't want her giving anything away. Well, we're not going home empty-handed.
And I wouldn't have dreamed of sending you packing with naught, Emma. Here, take a handcuff or two.
Oh, well, it would be rude to say no. Wouldn't want to become anemic.
Is that what happens when you have no iron?
Yes.
Okay,
Anemia.
thank you.
I suppose if there's anybody who might still care about what happened back then, it'd be that last from the forensics division, Maria Gori.
Okay.
That's our clue.
Maria Gory.
Aye, Scythe's daughter. She did not have no more, just the one. But the wee barons followed in her mom's footsteps. You didn't ever see her without a scalpel in her hand.
Ah! Mama, what is this? Ugh, where did she spring from? And did she just call the doctor Mama? Dr. Scythe's daughter, Maria Gorey. We could do with talking to her. I already did. Oops. I guess we're going back! So, she's Dr. Scythe's daughter, but her surname is Gorey.
Aye, there's some family history, I'm sure, but I didn't ken the ins and outs of it. She grew up watching her mom working with the bodies of folk who died in strange circumstances, and decided to do the same with her own life. I can't understand it myself.
Perhaps she was driven by a deep respect for her mother.
Perhaps. Anywho, she was in charge of Gregson's autopsy, I believe.
Right. And the coroner responsible for this incomplete report.
Someone told me once that the wee lassie always loved her mam's stories about cutting up bodies. There's even a rumor that she used to listen to the funeral march as a lullaby.
Well, then perhaps her mother might have told her about the autopsy from the case 10 years ago.
I'd say there's a fighting chance at least. After all, that was a life-changing case for all of us.
Okay. We really need to speak to Miss Gorey about Miss Gorey herself about this, I think. Well, thank you very much.
I'm not happy about any part of this. It took years for Londoners to finally forget the whole professor business. Can you no gear up on this, laddie? Stop asking pointless questions.
I'm sorry. I don't like dredging up these painful memories for everyone.
Can you not just stay away, no? Leave me alone and dinner come back here, eh?
No, because I have another conversation topic with you. Beep. Too bad.
How'd you come to ken about that, laddie? There's no many folk even here in the prison who've heard of those papers.
Well, about that. Oops. Well, I can't tell him Mr. Vigil told me.
Oh no, you said it in parentheses. You may as well just have said it.
Right? Ah, Susato! To the rescue! I'm afraid our sources must remain confidential, sir. We've been led to believe the papers are actually a last will and testament. Is that right? The professors, or rather, Genshin Asogi's.
Aye, that's right. You were well informed, Jimmy.
Jimmy! Oh, is that the end of the silent treatment?
Yay!
But then, after the convict's execution, it mysteriously vanished from his cell, didn't it?
Evers, no, you're off a hack up there. I think you didn't quite get your facts straight. It was there in the cell, exactly where it should have been.
Oh, not what we heard elsewhere.
Let me just have a wee look around in here. I'm sure I could find it.
Oh man. Oh man.
Alright, here you are. See?
The last will and testament of Genshin Asogi, written with a calligraphy brush.
Of course, I cannot read a word of those Japanese squiggles.
But I can.
But on mine, it says he leaves all his worldly possessions to his son back in his homeland.
Yes, that's correct. That's the gist of it. So, these are the Asogi papers?
Aye, of course they are. Papers written by Asogi, no doubt about it. There's no mystery here, laddie. That's your lot. After all this...
What?
What the heck
We
is
are-
the word 3 words?
We are
Hold on, there
wording
a
the
lot of words here.
words so weirdly.
I gotta look up
Stramish?
words here. I'm looking. I gotta look up many words here.
Good luck. Good luck.
Stramash. Synonym
Stramash.
for disturbance, racket, chiefly Scotland. And then we have Slayster,
Slayster.
a chiefly Scottish, a sloppy mess. Okay,
It's a messy mess.
it is. It's a Slayster of one. Okay.
Good luck.
After all the stramash of that slayster of an execution.
Those aren't words. That's dinner.
Dinner.
Correct.
We sent the man's possessions back to his clan in Japan, and that was the end of it.
I think we ought to make a record of this, Mr. Naruhodo, just in case. They have been added to the court record.
Yay.
Time to read them.
One thing before you go on your way, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, yes?
Those papers are not to do with Gregson's death. I'd prefer it if you didn't make no mention of them outside this office. Or rather, I wouldn't just prefer it. Consider it an order from the highest levels of our government.
Excuse you? I understand. Damn okay?
I mean, fair.
But we're also gonna go look at them right now, so...
Yeah, we're still in the office.
Okay. Would you like to read this?
I suppose we do know it was written by. Okay.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I, Genshin Asogi, hereby request that upon my death, any and all material possessions and wealth belonging to me in London be delivered to my son, Kazuma Asogi, in the Empire of Japan. It is with deep sadness that I accept my fate in this foreign land, and the knowledge that I will never see my homeland or family again. But I regret nothing about my chosen path.
Okay. Okay.
Neat.
Nifty.
Good stuff.
Look at this. Alright. Back we go. Togori.
Check it out. We're back with lore that you already knew.
Yep.
Still doing the slicing.
Doing the slice. Slice and dice. Someone's sharpening again. You're still not dead?
You are impatient.
Anyway, I don't have anything more to tell you about that specimen. Actually, we're not here to ask you about Inspector Gregson. We were hoping to talk about your mother, Dr. Scythe. Maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. Cool. It's something the governor of Barclay Prison mentioned. He said that she was responsible for confirming the death of the professor after his execution. That's not all Mama did. Sorry? My mama carried out the autopsy of Clint Van Zeeks as well. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Okay. Oh, her eyes are shining too. She's proud.
She's proud.
What? Really? The brother of Lord Van Zeeks, the professor's final victim. The idea of carrying out an autopsy on a member of the aristocracy was completely unthinkable back then. But the detective in charge of the investigation insisted, and it was miraculously authorized. That detective being Inspector Gregson, of course. Quite an accomplishment for one man. That autopsy provided the vital clue needed to arrest the killer. And Mama was there for that historic event. What does all this mean? You know, that amazing autopsy happened right here in this very room. The professor and Clint Van Zeeks. They both spent their final moments before their burial on that dissection table there. So this lab, Mama's lab, was instrumental in some of the country's most important events. She really is proud of her mother. I wonder if you'd tell us more about exactly what happened back then, Dr. Gory. Please? 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 The professor's execution was Mama's first big case.
That sounds like a yes.
Yep. She had to be in attendance at Barclay Prison's execution chamber and sign the certificate to confirm the convict's death. Mama is the best coroner in the world, you know. I was so proud of her. But the execution didn't actually take place. No. And worse still, Mama actually helped with the jailbreak. I didn't want to know. Oh dear. You found out recently, you mean? I believed in her, in Mama, but now I wonder if I'm starting down the same path as her. You mean because you omitted the time of death on this autopsy report? But that's because Lord Strongheart forbade you from including it. Just like Mama. I'm sure she was coerced by somebody too. Yes, that's my feeling as well. There's no doubt that there were powerful forces at play 10 years ago. The execution couldn't have been staged without a lot of people at the prison knowing about it. Obviously, the prison governor must have been in on it as well. The big man with the little handcuffs? According to what he told us, he was tricked by the chief warder. He says he knew nothing about it. Of course he said that. I'd say the same thing. Just who was behind that jailbreak all those years ago? It was me. I did it. It was me. Oh,
Really?
let's ask about the juicy details. You mentioned the autopsy of Clint Van Zeeks. It was at a time when carrying out autopsies of murder victims was very unusual. It's still not a practice that's observed in our country, even now. It turned out that he was the professor's final victim, And when the autopsy was performed, Mama was present, although only as the secondary assistant. The person leading the procedure was, oh my fucking god. The person leading the procedure was called Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right, my daddy! Oh, Jesus. I wasn't prepared for this. Cool, love that. And there was one other person present, the primary assistant. He was a visiting student from the Far East. Wait, a visiting student? It must have been my father, Eugene Mikotoba. I had no idea Professor Mikotoba had been involved in something so important. But the outcome of that historic autopsy was the discovery of a vital piece of evidence that led to the capture of the professor. That doesn't bode well. So that's how they came to identify Genshin Asogi as the infamous mass murderer. I don't know. This just seems fishy. I'm just saying.
They got him.
It's fishy. Do you happen to know anything about that piece of evidence? Can you tell us any more? Uh-oh. We're not dead. She didn't want to talk to us. Oh, shit, yes! Let's go. Would you like to see the records for yourself? Oh, what? Would that be all right? What's the point of keeping records if people can't look at them? They're filed under V at the back of those cupboards, with the other records from the last decade. Thank you. Let's see. Van Zieks. That's strange. What, Mr. Naruhodo? They aren't here. There's nothing under Van Zieks. There must be. Perhaps somebody took them away. No. No one's allowed to take documents related to the professor case out of this room. But you're right. They're gone. Well, when was the last time somebody looked at them? Do you remember? It was... Oh, yes. I remember now. It was 2 years ago. Oh, fucking... I hate everybody in this game. I hate every British person in this game. Cool. Amazing. A consulting detective came one day saying that he'd like to see the records. No. You don't mean. Herlock Sholmes was his name. Deep down, I knew that was coming. Do you think he stole the records? Oh no, surely not. Iris, that can't be right, can it? Iris? Uh-oh, what the fuck do you know, Iris? Bruno? I hope you don't mind, but... What is it, Iris? I've just remembered something very important I have to do. I'm going to have to leave you now, right? After we asked her an important question. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, this is very sudden, Iris. Well, we'll come with you then. Oh, no. No, there's no need. You and Bruno can take your time here. Bye for now, then. Great. Wait a minute, little girl. Me? I remember now. You've been here before, haven't you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have you, Iris? Yes. 2 years ago, when that detective came. You were with him, weren't you? You were a living specimen then, too. That's the way it usually works, yes. Was I? I really don't remember. Anyway, sorry, but I must dash. Wait, Iris. I'll brew up a pot for you when you get home. What's the matter with her? She's behaving really strangely all of a sudden. No kidding. No kidding. Can we go talk to Sholmes now? Because he's got some splaining to do. Well, in that case, we won't keep you any longer either. It's been quite a while since I had any visitors. This was really fun.
Oh, good.
But next time you come, I'd prefer it if you were ready for dissection.
Oh, not so good.
I can't make any promises, sorry. It's a bit strange that the records of Clint Van Zeek's autopsy have disappeared. But I think we've asked all we came to ask now. Off we go.
All
Can we see
right.
Sholmes? Mayhaps? 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 I'm nervous.
I think the answer is actually no.
Oh. Where does this want us to go? Okay, let's think about it. Okay, it won't be the hospital.
We've done the hospital.
Yeah, we've done the hospital. We've done the prosecutors. We've done everything but the Fresno Street room. Okay. I guess we're going to go collect
Right,
some
the scene
evidence
of
on
the
the
crime.
site.
That seems like a, yeah.
On site.
That makes sense.
Okay, let me get a sippy. Let me get a sippy of water here. I'm falling out of my
Scene of
chair
the
again.
screen.
I'm gonna go insane on screen for a second, guys. I'm falling out of my chair again.
Have a good time.
My cushion is falling and it's hurting. It hurts me. So I gotta. It just pops me around on the screen when I stand up. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let me get a sippy. This is killing my throat. It has for the past 2 weeks. I'm dying.
It's all right. I'll get some lines.
Yeah, because we're gonna go to the crime scene. Maybe there'll be guys.
Maybe. Like at least
Maybe
3.
so. 17 of them.
That's a lot.
A lot.
I think
Good luck.
I think we'd be violating some fire safety code if there were that many.
In that room? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But do you think people actually observe fire code in that building? Let's be real.
That is true, but I also feel like there are not enough people in that building to commonly violate fire safety code.
Well, that's probably true too.
It's kind of an abandoned wreck.
It is. I'm gonna have a fruit snack. Oh. Hey, a cop!
I'm already Yep, wait. Yep, that's the 3 guys.
3 guys!
Called it.
The police are still busily investigating in here then. But Gina's nowhere to be seen. Where is she? Yes, it has been blissfully quiet, hasn't it? Wow, that's rude.
Rude.
Perhaps she's out investigating on her own, practicing what her boss taught her. Well, I expect she'll be back before too long. Shall we wait? Actually, There's something different about this room since the last time we were here, isn't there? We could always use the time to investigate more thoroughly. Let us examine.
Looking for clues in all the places.
I've already talked to him, so we got a thing on this. There are details of cases stretching back over 10 years on this notice board. Yes, a history of Lord Van Zeek's defeats in court. I don't think that's an appropriate description. Although, when you consider everything on the board, it's certainly true that all these people had a background of dubious dealings. And in the end, of course, the board itself concealed the inspector's own death. Oh, add in 5 minutes, okay. Oh my, it really doesn't bear thinking about. Okay, the table. The photograph of Mrs. Vigil. Realizing the identity of this lady was a very great clue to exposing Mr. Gossip's true identity. He obviously loves his wife very dearly. Which is why he felt he couldn't tell her the truth. The transformation was incredible, wasn't it? Just from that big twisted lip. Yes, he went to extraordinary efforts to play the part of Hugh Boone convincingly. Although, it didn't really seem like it was much of an effort to me. Now you say it, I have to agree. It's almost as if that was Mr. Vigil's true character. People really are very hard to fathom at times. Okay, what have we got around here? Anything? Fireplace? There's a kit of some kind. This little trunk wasn't here before, was it? Oh, it appears to be made of metal. It must be very heavy. It's got a scratch on it. I wonder to whom it belongs. Ding. There's some initials on the outside. Look. T.G. Let's ask one of the policemen if they know how it came to be here. That would be Gina, huh?
Look who it is.
I should have left that for last, but okay. Oi! What do you think you're doing? Hi, Gina. That's my trunk, that is. Hands off. Gina! Where were you hiding? I don't know. You leave something unattended for a few seconds. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry's got his greedy eyes on it. Just a wild guess, Gina, but... What? Spit it out, Odo. Is it fair to say that you've only owned that trunk since this morning's trial? What? What are you trying to say? Come on, this trunk goes with me everywhere. Always has. Where have you been the last year? Trying not to incur your wrath, mainly? That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I want to run the ad real quick. If it'll let me. Hold on. Why aren't you letting me run the ad? Cowards.
You gotta run the ad to run the ad.
It got rid of my run the ads button.
Gotta make a new button
I am making a new button.
for running ads.
I'll be right back, guys. We're running an ad. Choo!
Ad time.
Ad time. While I have a little snack.
Time for ad.
Time for ad and beverage. I'm gonna have some beverage. And,
Some common
sour
fire hazards are kitchen fires from unattended cooking, grease fires, or chip pan fires, electrical systems that are overloaded, poorly maintained, or defective, combustible storage areas with insufficient protection, combustibles near equipment that generates heat, flame, or sparks, candles and other open flames, smoking, cigarettes, cigars, pipes, lighters, etc., equipment that generates heat and utilizes combustible materials, flammable liquids and aerosols, flammable solvents and rags soaked with solvent, placed in enclosed trash cans, fireplace chimneys not properly or regularly cleaned, cooking appliances, stoves, ovens, heating appliances, fireplaces, wood-burning stoves, furnaces, boilers, portable heaters, solid fuels, household appliances, clothes dryers, curling irons, hair dryers, refrigerators, freezers, boilers, chimneys that concentrate creosote, electrical wiring in poor condition, leaking or defective batteries, personal ignition sources, matches or lighters, electronic and electrical equipment, and exterior cooking equipment such as a barbecue.
So basically, lots of things can set you on fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Combusting is like a really popular activity in an oxygen-rich environment.
That's unfortunate.
Does like lithium and all the other alkali metals still explode if there's no oxygen? Well, okay. Actually, you know what? I realized the absurdity of my question. They explode in contact with water, and water has the oxygen in it.
Mm-hmm.
They just take it from there, so never mind.
Oh.
They don't need air because they get their oxygen straight from the source.
Why is lithium causing so much trouble?
What do you mean?
Exploding and stuff.
It's slippery when wet. The atoms.
Exception, I have an important question for you.
All right, give me this.
What's your favorite element?
Oh, that's a good one. There are a few I could tee up here. I, however, am going to take the boring answer right now and say cobalt.
Okay. Any particular
like it.
reason?
Blue.
That's fair. That's fair.
Other reasons, probably.
It's pretty useful.
I haven't thought about this at all. Yeah, it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm a fan of the general assortment of like the fun elements, like cobalt, mercury. Those are some really easy, big ticket items. I mean, like elementally, there's like a predisposition towards iron, which is ironic, but like it comes with the lineage. It comes with the heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Half the heritage,
Definitely.
at least.
Definitely understandable. Definitely understandable. I don't think I have a favorite element. Maybe like radium?
That's a pretty good one.
Because it's a troublemaker. It's a sneaky little bitch. At least it was, until people figured out what was up with it. And now it's just a regular bitch.
Fair enough. What's your opinion on radon?
Glowy.
Fair.
Glowy. I like the whole column of like crazy gases, you know? Like they're just all doing their thing. It's so like, do you ever, okay, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. We've been talking about science today because we've been talking to a coroner. That's science, right? Okay. You know what's really cool? The periodic table. You know what's really cool about the periodic table? That nature did this. Like, that the creation of the world and all of its craziness as it formed over the eons, right? And did its shit. It literally made things that could be neatly organized into a table. It's so not chaotic, and I love that. I mean, like, there are some chaotic stuff, but like there's some chaotic boys. There's some chaotic friends. But like there's a whole column of gases that pretty much mind their own damn business. That's crazy. You can put them in a column and it makes sense with all the things that come before and after it. In the number of the things. It's just so cool.
Also, it's really impressive that we discovered them at all, because how do you even interface with a thing to know it's there if they just mind their own business perpetually?
Yeah!
How did we get any of the noble gases?
How? It's crazy. Science, man. I was raised as a science kid, and it still to this day delights me. Like, I wanted to be a scientist, so you know.
Shoutouts to the pastime of science in like the 70s to 90s or whenever, when the thing to do was to just make new atoms.
Yeah, just like split things or like combine things, and they were just like, you got some duct tape, I got some atoms. Like, you know, pretty cool.
Shoutouts to the Transfermium Wars.
Shoutouts to Buckminster Fullerene. Still one of my favorite things in the known universe.
The opposite of a shoutout to Victor Ninov.
Exception's a hater, never forget. And we've just lost everyone in the chat. I don't understand why you haven't done like a stream where it's just Exception explains science. And you
have you seen the Kerbal Space Program streams?
But I mean, like, you have to explain all of science. You can't just explain space.
Oh, you want me to do a brief history of everything?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right, sure. If you want to help me organize that, because organization's like my greatest weakness, I'll do it.
Do you like making bullet point lists and outlines?
Yes.
Okay, we can work on this.
Fantastic.
The universe according to Exception coming to a stream near you.
Also, if we're doing this, can we also do just a personal gratifying one about... I want to do an adaptation of my favorite YouTube playlist of all time.
Oh, no.
Ridiculously huge numbers.
Oh, no.
It's basically an exploration of the fast-growing hierarchy and its shenanigans. And just like the nature of getting a large number, figuring out how to make the numbers go up faster. It's real. I just really like it.
Okay, I will let you do that stream and encourage that stream under one condition.
All right.
One single condition. You have to do it while playing Cookie Clicker.
Can I substitute it for an idle game I'd actually like?
No. It has to be
Darn
Cookie
it.
Clicker.
I want it to be Kaguya Table.
It could be anything. Okay, fine. I will let you do anything that will increase the numbers exponentially for no good reason.
Splendid, splendid.
Via resource acquisition and clicking things.
All right, that gives me a few options. We got Spiral Idle. I could do, sorry, Idle Spiral. That one's backwards. I could do Kaguya Table. That's a favorite. Maybe Factory Idle might count. There's also, of course, Antimatter Dimensions, which I played a bit. There's like I could do like the Norp Apologue. Or I could do that one about that hit in the ground. I'll figure something out.
Yeah. I believe in you. Anyway, one more sip and then we converse with Gina. I'm putting my drink front and center for this girl. Okay. Woo! Okay. What time is it? 9:17. Okay. You should hear him talking at the yard now. They should be ashamed of themselves. They're saying that it was the boss who killed all them bludgers.
Not the bludgers.
Not the bludgers. Ah, you mean the whole Reaper thing? Yeah. Apparently the boss was investigating stuff that no one else at the yard knew nothing about. Stuff to do with all them criminals what got off scot-free. Yes, the ones prosecuted by Lord Van Zeeks who used bribery and corruption to evade conviction. Well, and obviously it was that bloomin' Reaper giving the orders, wasn't it? Weren't it? But why would people be suspecting Inspector Gregson of being involved in the killings? We also are, so... There was a notebook in his office. Oh boy. Oh no. This doesn't sound good. It had details about all the crimes that have been pegged as the Reaper's work. What? No! Did you see it, Gina? Did you see that notebook? They wouldn't blame and let me. Because I'm just an apprentice, apparently. But it was me who found it. And he was my boss. That's right. I was pretty miffed about it, so... Oh, did you... Well... A sneaky peek at what it said anyway. Oh. That's our Gina. Now you like her. Okay. The secret notebook. So you managed to see what was written in Gregson's secret notebook anyway, did you? Way I see it, it's my right to read what he wrote. And what had he written, Gina? Dates, times, places, names, and a long list of them. All details about the bludgers supposed to have been done in by the Reaper. But there could be an explanation for that. Perhaps it was a record of the inspector's investigations into the Reaper's activities. Exactly. That's what I said. That's the first thing you'd think, right? As it happens, it was full of names I recognized anyway. Well, the Reaper's targets were almost exclusively known leaders of London's criminal underworld. Well, yeah, but there was one name right at the end that was a bit odd. Oh, no. At the end of the list, you mean? Okay. I'm really scared of where this is going. I'm pretty sure the date against it was 31st October. Oh, the day before the inspector was found dead. So, what was the odd name? Oh, it wasn't like a name I've ever seen before. It was something like, nah, it's no good. I can't remember it. I don't think it was an English name, put it that way. Oh dear. What a pity. I am so worried about this. Okay, cool. There's something else too. I don't know if it matters, but the same name kept coming up over and over. Shin, it was. Don't suppose it means anything, but... it means something, but we can't tell you, Gina. Don't tell Gina. Please don't tell Gina. Gina does not need this heartache. Don't you do it! Oh, he's gonna do it. Did you say Shin? Eh? What? Does it mean something? Lord Van Zeeks knew the name too. He mentioned her as well. The woman who actually did the deeds. And now we find out her name appeared in Gregson's secret notebook. Yikes! Yikes! We haven't seen you for a little while, have we, Gina? Well, of course not. I've been busy, ain't I? Investigating in that. Lads at the yard are trying to trace the boss's movements the day before it happened. The day before? That would be the undercover investigation into the Red-Headed League, then. Only the boss didn't go, did he? He found some cove what was pretending to be him, didn't you, Odo? Yes, it was Mr. Vigil who actually went to the park on Lime Street that day, posing as Gregson. Well, anyway, you ain't the only one turning stuff up. I got me own ways of getting results. Popper! When me and my partner get together, there's nothing we can't track down. Oh, little Toby, he's such a faithful friend. So, have you tracked anything down then? What do you think, eh? Of course we have. Can't tell you though. Police business, innit? Ugh. Gina, tell us things. Just spill it. Anyway, the point is, if you would ever need me out, helicopter tail, indeed. You know who to turn to, right? Me and the hellhound dear. Oh. Right, because he looks oh so hellish. Honest. The hellhound, oh my god. Gina, about your hellhound there. Here it comes, back up. Yum, 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 yum. Chief Inspector Toby, you mean? He's a pride of the force, he is. In Japanese, police dog means something quite different, and not altogether nice to those involved in crime. But here in Britain, it's a wonderful compliment, it seems. For a canine, at least. It should be. After all, in the Great Exhibition case the other day, it was Toby here who managed to locate Trevor's workshop. Maybe it's time for another demonstration of what the super dog can do, eh? Do we have something the Chief Inspector could catch the scent of, I wonder? Oh, shit. Okay, let's think about it. So that would lead him to Vigil. That would lead him to Gregson. The gun! Right?
The gun!
The gun!
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna try it.
Take that!
Well, Chief Inspector Toby, if you wouldn't mind having a sniff of this. Oh, Toby's ready to go. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Woof. Chief Inspector said woof to that, Odo. Yes, I heard. I think perhaps that particular item didn't excite him very much. Oh, damn it.
Darn.
Okay.
Guess we're gonna have to pick another item.
Ain't you got nothing else? I'll have a think. Alright, let's look at the court record. What could lead us to a person? Not this. Not this, not this. I really thought knowing who this gun it was would be good. Another wig? Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow!
Hey!
Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Spoiler warning. There are many much spoilers, so
Yeah,
if
there's
you
a
do
lot.
not want
Be
spoilers, you may leave if you need to. We're
It's
deep
a little,
in case
it's a
4.
little dangerous.
Yeah, no spoilers in this chat.
Also, we're not
so.
at your case yet. We gotta go to like 100 years in the future. You take your time.
Okay, well then you can definitely stick around. We're trying to figure this out. All right, what do you think, Exception? What should I I thought I was onto something with the gun, but clearly I'm not. So
Okay, so here's my thinking.
yes, you're thinking. Go ahead.
The missile knows where it is. It knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. We suspect that Gregson was killed on a previous day in a previous location.
So we want
if we-
Gregson sent.
Yeah.
Ah, so that would be his pocket watch. Or the wig.
does like
Not
it.
the wig. No, it would be the pocket watch. It would be the pocket watch. Okay. So let's try again. Gina, about your hellhound there. You want to see another demonstration of his amazing nose, eh? Well, we're trying to trace Susato's giving me a hint. Thanks, Susato! Well, we're trying to trace Inspector Gregson's movements, so... Come on, Odo. What you got for him? Do we have something the Chief Inspector could catch the scent of, I wonder? Watch! 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 Watch!
Take that!
So I did look it up.
Okay.
I checked, and it turns out that you could have presented the wig, the little police doll, the pocket watch, or the ID, and all of them would have worked.
My other thoughts were the wig and the police doll, but the watch seemed like the
Yeah.
thing that would be closest to him, so... And the police doll, but...
Maybe like a good fish.
Fish.
Eee.
Fish! Well, Chief Inspector Toby, if you wouldn't mind having a sniff of this. Bork, bork, bork. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Bork, bork, bork. He might be a little too keen, don't you think? There he goes. Bye. Bye, Toby. The Chief Inspector made short work of Gina there. Oh dear. Okay. Ah, look what he's gone to. Oh my. That trunk clearly still has a very strong scent. Of Inspector Gregson. In other words, it must have belonged to him. Gina. Alright, it's a fair cop, I suppose. And you nearly got away with it, too.
If it wasn't for us meddling
Yes, us meddling kids.
and that dog.
And that dog. You always talk so proudly of Chief Inspector Toby's nose and what it can achieve. Did it not cross your mind that he might identify something that was right next to us? Yeah, that was a bit of a bloomer, weren't it? That's enough now then, Gina. Eh? I think it's time you told us the truth about that trunk. Oh. Oh, another conversation. Let's go. It weren't like that. It just weren't. What are you talking about? I know what's going through that head of yours, but that ain't what happened. Alright then, what did happen? Well, like I said before, we were trying to trace the boss's movements. So let Toby here have a whiff of the boss's overcoat. Aw, that's sad. And as soon as I'd done that, he went off like a shot. Straight to that sandwich. To a sandwich? Not to a bag of chips? Mr. Naruhodo, I believe Gina means the witness. Oh, I forgot about that sandwich.
Or
So did
Beppo.
I. So did I.
Can't forget about Beppo. He was like the most animated character in Game 1 Case 3.
Beppo the Sandwich Man.
Bambo the Sandwich Man.
Yeah, he added in between the wooden boards the boss's trunk. You mean when they heard the sound like a gunshot and all piled in here? Exactly. He nabbed it from the scene. Goodness. Me and the chief inspector gave that sandwich a good grilling, and you know what he said?
I thought it might fetch a good price and the chap wouldn't be needing it anymore, so...
Wow.
But that's all I did. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, you had him and need the check of it, eh? Stealing the dead boss's stuff to flog. So Miss Venus wasn't the only one to meddle with the scene of the crime then. Seems so. How could they? So anyway, that's how it happened. And it's a pretty decent trunk, so I figured I might as well make use of it. Is there something wrong with that, eh? Well, maybe you and Mr. Sandwich should try to find the answer to that question together. Runosuke, you're a jerk. You're not a nice man sometimes. You're nice to everyone but Gina. I think perhaps that trunk should be turned over to the police, don't you? What are you on about? I am the police.
I mean, I guess so.
Gina, if you wouldn't mind, could we maybe examine it? Yeah, right then. Do what you want with it. Thank you. We shall make a detailed record of our examination of the evidence. In the core record. Uh-oh. What's the matter with Toby?
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Why is he acting so aggressively towards me all of a sudden? Mr. Naruhodo, be careful. It must be the trunk. Yikes. 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 Toby! Oi! What are you doing? You're gonna lick his face off. Mr. Naruhodo! Mr. Naruhodo! Gina, quickly, hail a carriage! What the frick just happened? Did we just fall down and bust our head open?
We got jump scared.
I guess so. Oh, good, we're awake now.
Woo.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, are you all right? Miss Susato. I don't want to talk to you.
Conscious again at last. A blessed relief, my dear fellow.
I don't want to talk to you right now, Sholmes. I don't want to talk to you right now, Sholmes.
After all, to drop dead after a moderate licking by a small terrier. Most unseemly.
You know who else is unseemly? You. What is or isn't seemly is irrelevant here, Mr. Sholmes. Get him, Susato. Tell him. The facts. I'm so glad there's no lasting damage. How are you feeling? I'm fine, thank you. Did you bring me back here? Ah, what's this on my head? A bandage?
Sadly, we had no ice, so that's a compress of sugar water.
Sugar water? Don't worry, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a first aid treatment that my father taught me. Oh, thank you.
So, let us take tea when you're feeling up to it.
All we had to do to talk to Sholmes was to go hit our head and get jumped on by a dog. Cool.
But of course, no sugar in the patient's cup.
Ugh. The bump on my head. I'm struggling tonight. Ugh. The bump on my head is throbbing sweetly enough. Don't worry. Hee hee. Thanks, Susato. Whenever you feel ready, then.
All right, I have a question.
Uh-oh. No, this is just the standard.
Yeah, this is the standard. I have a question.
What is the question? I'm afraid of this question.
Do you want to progress the story, or do you want to get a quick achievement for no reason?
How much of a sidetrack is it? I would like to get a quick achievement.
It's like a minute, like 2 minutes.
I will do.
It's just
I would
like-
love an achievement. I love achievements. What would you like me to
Alright.
do?
So, if you would like to progress the story, turn to page 50.
Wow, is this a choose your own adventure game?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, no.
You lied to me.
If you would like to progress the story, go to Sholmes' Suite. If you
Okay.
would like to get the achievement, go back to Fresno Street.
Okay. I'm scared.
All right, now go
Examine?
go talk to Gina. Yeah, go examine Gina, who should be standing around.
Oh. Wait. Wait.
No, you're
wait,
good.
wait.
You gotta press the go over there button.
There we go. Hi, Gina.
There's Gina. Go talk to Gina.
Gina, I'm really sorry. It's daft, isn't it? If you asked me a year ago, the cops could go hang for all I cared. But we've got to have police, ain't we? To catch the bludgers. So us divers can go about our business in peace. Okay. Wait, sorry? I don't think I can have heard that properly. He said he was gonna teach me everything I needed to know to be a detective. But all I got round to showing me is where the best flamin' fish and chip shops are. Aww. Actually, that reminds me. Gregson said he was supposed to be going to Paris in the near future, didn't he? Is something wrong? Oh, no. I'm sure I'm reading too much into things. It's just that the timing seems very coincidental. You know, the boss was acting a bit strange recently. Like he was always in a rush. Was that an achievement?
I believe so.
Oh. Well, I turned off all the pop-ups for Steam, so I didn't see
That's
it.
fair. That's fair. That's fine.
I turned off all my pop-ups, but okay. Look, I can look at the floor. If it turns out that Gregson didn't actually die here at all, where on earth could he have been killed? Well, one way or another, we must find out, for the inspector's sake. Yay. You know, you look awfully pale again today, Mr. Naruhodo. Ugh, sorry. When I start thinking it all through, I conjure up some horrible images in my mind. Your imagination is the culprit here, then. Most certainly guilty.
Yeah.
That's cute.
All right. Whenever you're comfortable, we can go to Sholmes' Suite and proceed with the plot
Alright.
and the twist.
And the twist. Oh, God, I'm scared. I'm not mentally and emotionally prepared.
Don't worry. You know how you in the game respond to drama.
Yeah, with more drama. Here we go.
With a musical.
Oh my God. Please. I see. I see. What the fuck? What on earth is going on in here? Am I having a bad dream?
Ah, no, it's an old German folk song. Rather a fine rendition, I think.
That's the least of my concerns. Iris? Somebody broke her teapot! No! Iris, you need to tell us the truth about some things, too. Iris? What's the matter? She doesn't want to talk to us. Cool. No talk me, Angie. Who is that sprawling? I mean, that relaxed gentleman over there. Iris? Iris? Is she even listening?
Excuse me, sir. I do apologize for troubling you whilst you're singing so merrily, but...
Oh, it's the dude just singing. I was like, is there a record on? Like, is there something on the phonograph? Like...
Would you be kind enough to explain the situation?
Well, that worked.
A crooning gentleman and a mute young girl. A rather tantalizing juxtaposition.
Okay, Sholmes. What did you do?
And one that appears to have incited the gods of deduction within me to find their voices, too.
Not another logic and reasoning spectacular. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you remember how
Yeah.
back during the last one, I said that every single logic and reasoning deduction has an argument for being the best logic and reasoning spectacular. Well, we continue on that trend.
This one's the best one, huh?
Well, they're all the ones from case 3 onwards are the best one.
Okay.
In their own ways.
Ah, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean?
The strains of reasoning within me are playing now as a delightful duet. One melody sings of a reunion full of nostalgia. Whilst the other is a morose theme about the great secret you're trying so desperately to conceal, Iris.
Sholmes, I blame you for all of this. I blame you for all of my problems. She's turned as white as a sheet. So as usual, you've instantly seen to the very heart of the matter.
And by the time my own brief performance is over, I feel sure this gentleman's song will reach its finale. So then, to Musicland, where all is sweetness and delicacy and harmony.
Sholmes, I am not buying a word you're saying anymore.
Pray do enjoy Herlock Sholmes' latest logic and reasoning spectacular.
Sure. Why not?
Come on, these are fun, and you don't have to say a thing.
I want to slap this man upside the head right now. Okay.
Let's do this.
Topic 1, man's identity. Okay.
Time for me to shine. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language. As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings and his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So, why is the man here at all, and in such an apparently high spirits? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of the mystery. The reason for the man's mildly irritated warbling is revealed by the herbal tea. You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavor has made the man's spirit soar.
and resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself, that I may join the fellow in his state of elation. Now to the next question. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office in a mask. The gentleman's name was William Gottfried Sigismund von Ormstein, the King of Germany. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to the King of Germany.
Okay, Sholmes.
It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him, and has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. A well-mannered monarch indeed, wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow?
Oh my goodness.
So the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the Great Exhibition. This is off to a great start.
Yeah, okay. I'm buying it, Sholmes, sure. Sure. Topic 2.
Round
Girl
2.
silence. Okay.
Oh yeah. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris.
She's talking in dots.
But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack. A £5 note, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness.
Okay, sure.
Earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the king's secret. And now the final piece of the puzzle. What is this secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Ah yes, we need only follow that brief, involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup.
Sholmes.
My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup. It appears that His High-Spirited Highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Which leads us to the sad truth. My favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Iris, you tried to conceal it from me.
Sholmes! Oh my god. Quit making this about you.
I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacement.
To hide the coffee cup. Okay, sure.
Great. Thus concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle.
Wow. He's having a bad day,
Well,
huh?
yeah, his coffee cup broke.
Man's having a rough one.
And man will not shut up with the music.
He just singing. Just singing.
Man's been drugged. With your silence as well, the fellow's jovial warblings rings in the ears, does it not?
Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me.
Pray, Miss Susato, do tell.
His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived.
Ah.
And you haven't said a word either, Iris. Uh-oh. If Mr. Sholmes has it all right, you might as well own up to it now.
Oh, dang, we're using reverse psychology. Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit.
And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes.
Yet another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo. Surely not.
I feel like Iris did a murder. Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Well, I actually read the story of that case recently. The one you were just describing. And according to that at least, it wasn't the King of Germany, it was the King of Bohemia.
Goodness, was it?
This man. Yes, that's quite true. Master Gotz the Prince testified to that in court. In his words, I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia.
I would ask you to keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal.
I believe, Mr. Naruhodo, that it's our turn now to make some corrections to a number of minor errors that may have slipped in. Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide of the mark this time. Although it's clear that Iris is definitely hiding something. We need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene.
But one truth is incontrovertible. My favorite coffee cup is no more. So, shall we embark again?
You know, we shall. We shall.
On a joint presentation of Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular.
Let us spectacularate.
Round 2. Let's do this.
Okay.
Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language. As evidenced by the Germanic song he sings and his apparent inability to understand when asked to desist. So why is the man here at all, and in such apparently high spirit? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particular part of this mystery.
What you hiding, Iris?
The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal tea.
Alright. So what? It's some mix of herbs that gives you the urge to sing?
Impressive.
Goodness, I should like to try some. And I'd like to hear your singing, but this man... Just how long does he intend to keep up with that tune, do you suppose? As I said, he's been stock still the entire time. And if you look closely, his lips aren't moving either. Ah. So I'm not sure what's actually responsible for the spirited singing. But I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze. I do believe it might be the phonograph behind him. Let's do some rotation here.
Oh, hey, it's the phonograph behind
The
him.
phonograph behind him.
The phonograph behind him.
Wait, this is a gramophone, still rarely seen in our own country. The sound certainly appears to be coming from the horn. But machine singing? That can't be right. Science and technology are changing the world rapidly, Mr. Naruhodo. What's right is changing too. Ugh, it's too much for my brain. Well, at least we found our answer. Yes, we shall present the gramophone. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the gramophone.
Indeed, for no well-bred gentleman would break into an obscure folk song when making a social call. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear that the fellow is unconscious.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Iris, what did you do? Ah, the music seems to have stopped now.
I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes?
why would I have purchased a recording of that gibberish?
How should I know? Anyway, back to
Well,
it.
never mind. On with the deduction.
Back to it.
Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly on the settee?
Come on, Iris, spill it.
As it happens, a number of years ago now, a certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in solving a particularly delicate case. It required the retrieval of letters was sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office in a mask. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottfried Sigismund von Ormstein, the King of Germany. If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question that mask belongs to the King of Germany.
I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Though we've already established that it was actually the King of Bohemia. It seems Mr. Sholmsenson intends to persist with his Germany theory for some reason. Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he? Master Gotz, the boy whom you had in tears? Don't remind me, or anyone else. Do you suppose all members of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks? I'm sure they do. Well, probably, anyway. The point is, that mask doesn't belong to any king. No, that's right, as we well know. Because we can identify the true owner of this mask. It was Cosmo's mask.
Yeah, back in the Moody era.
Back in the day.
Take that!
Back in, like, yesterday.
Yep.
It was like 4 days ago.
Yes, there can be no question. That mask belongs to Kazuma Asogi.
In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable.
Tell us something we don't know, Sholmes. Only you could try to make that sound positive. Kazuma's mask has been languishing on this metal chest for several days. Though that doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now.
But it is now a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity. After all, the gentleman is unconscious. We need only excuse ourselves in advance, gently lift the mask, and peer beneath it.
Yep. I don't believe it. Ah! Father!
I'm afraid, Mr. Sato, you must be mistaken.
No, I think not, Mr. Sholmes.
Then it would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth.
Poor Iris.
This mysterious visitor
Is my unconscious father, Eugene Mikotoba. Iris, what did you do? Logic and reasoning, or just looking and saying?
You know, it could be a little bit of
Ryunosuke is
column
done
A,
with this shit.
little bit of column B.
Ryunosuke is so done with this game. He's like, can this game be over?
Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you, young Iris. But your apparently inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that knapsack.
So that's a 5-pound note poking out from Iris's knapsack, is it? Oh dear, I can't be sure. Most money that we encounter is in coin form. I know. I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes here in Britain at all, have we? But anyway, Father would never have paid money for Iris's silence. He certainly seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. There must be some other reason for Iris's silence, I suppose. Perhaps what Iris is trying so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different. What do we got to look around at? Anything in this view? Not really. There's the Persian slipper. No, probably not. Wait, is this my only option? What?
Ah. Interesting.
There's the knapsack.
What else?
The metal chest! Let's look at the metal chest. It's open! Oh no. This metal chest. It contains important documents, doesn't it? Yes, details of all the cases Mr. Sholmes has worked on over the years. Written up by Iris's father, if I'm remembering correctly. Iris insists that the chest is kept locked at all times. She's never once shown me inside. Well, its contents are invaluable to her, I suppose, and entirely irreplaceable. But look at it now. The catch is unlocked for once. Ah, so it is. That's hard to ignore. Very. I've never seen that chest unlocked before, in all the time we've been staying here at Baker Street.
Hmm.
And then there's a shoe, which there's no way it's the shoe. I'm gonna call it the chest.
It's hard to ignore.
It's hard to ignore.
So we won't.
Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that metal chest.
An observation. For upon closer inspection, there is something different about that chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris.
Is there something in her mouth? Mm,
But it's a simple enough matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure. I merely need to open
that's
this
me.
chest.
For some reason. Wait, that's gotta be a typo.
Wait, where?
Look at the line.
I merely need to open this chest. That sounds like a thing Sholmes would say.
Yes, but it says Ryunosuke.
Oh, freak!
Yeah.
We've
But
been
I'm pretty sure
bamboozled.
Sholmes said it.
What the heck?
I
Oh yeah, by the way, this is when this case gets incredible.
Oh god.
In case you were wondering. Like, if you wanted to know why this is the best of all the ones that are the best, we are entering the region where this one is the best.
Oh no.
Get ready.
Here we go.
No! Hurley, don't! Well. Mr. Sholmes! Hurley! He really shouldn't have done that. He's dead. He's dead. Never. Oh, Hurley, I told you not to open it. Ah, so you found your voice now, Iris.
And here we go.
Ah. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is that I'm in a freaking ad break. I'm gonna keep going. This is somewhat different to the usual dance of deduction you perform with Mr. Sholmes, isn't it? Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor, so I'm going to have to dance this next part solo. And anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so... You mean you don't actually know the answer yet, despite that knowing point of the finger before? Miss Susato. Sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later. Oh my god. You learned that from Sholmes.
You've learned so much.
Oh, well, if you say so.
But yeah, here we are. Ryunosuke's on his own now.
I think we better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation then. Let's see what she got. Knapsack. Oh, the key! Nothing else that it could be? It's gotta be the key. That's a key she's holding. Look. I'm sure that wasn't in her hands before, was it? No, you're quite right. It appeared as if by magic. That's strange. A big old iron key. Where did it materialize from? It's the knapsack, but it doesn't tell us anything other than it has things sticking out of it. For some reason, this knapsack is really standing out as suspicious to me today. Oh, is it? It's quite sizable enough for a sizable secret, that's what I say. Perhaps it is, but we certainly can't open it up to look inside without Iris's permission. No, you're right. Who knows what might pop out and punch us. Very true, it's the key though. That's all we got.
Take that!
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is that key behind your back. Ah! When Mr. Sholmes was thrown into the air before. Just before you called out to try to stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. That something is the key now in your hands. No doubt the key to the chest. You're so clever, Runo! So now it becomes clear. Thanks to Mr. Shulm's graphic demonstration, we can well imagine what happened here. But Professor Mikoltobot also opened that metal chest, only to be punched into the air and land sprawled on the settee. But wait, that doesn't explain all the facts. What about the stylish scarf and the cup of tea? And above all, why would he be wearing Kazuma-sama's mask? Well, for those curious details, I can think of only one explanation. Clearly, an unbelievable miracle took place in this room. Isn't that right, Iris? Consider how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikoltobot opened the chest, completely unaware of what awaited him inside, the mask was flung into the air just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down. And the teacup's journey through the air ended when it caught on the unconscious professor's finger. Ryunosuke, now you're acting like Sholmes. You mean to say that the stylish scarf is actually just a tablecloth? This is the great detective's office, after all, a place of miraculous deductions. Aww. Would you expect anything less? Aw, poor Iris. Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Runo! Thus concludes Ryunosuke Naruhodo's great deduction of this punchy puzzle. Is that really what happened? So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for us all?
Objection!
Oh!
We're going into overtime.
Oh, shit!
An admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo.
Good morning, Sholmes.
But in the final act of the show there, you rather missed everything of importance.
Mr. Sholmes!
If you would cast your mind back to my earlier deduction. Iris, clearly you're hiding a great secret.
Ah! She is? From the look on her face. Mr. Sholmes must be right. Whatever that great secret is, the cat isn't out of the bag yet.
So I put it to you again.
The correction is flashing again.
You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup.
It really is a shame about Mr. Sholmes' cup. It must have been smashed when Professor Mikoltobot opened the chest. Oh dear. So many things seem to have been broken here. But now that the deduction has taken a different direction, Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore. In other words, her great secret is something else. Let's put our observational skills to work here one final time then. Let us... Oh! There's something underneath it. Hello. Ah, look. There seem to be some more papers there. Is Iris trying to hide them underneath the tray? The insignia, Mr. Naruhodo. It's an official Scotland Yard document. What? But why would Iris have... We must ask her. An official Scotland Yard document. Sorry, Iris.
Take that!
Sorry, Iris. Get my heart broken by another redhead. You were attempting to abscond with that case file.
You know very well. Nothing escapes the attention of a great detective.
Oh no! We visited Scotland Yard's autopsy laboratory earlier today. And Dr. Gorey informed us that the autopsy report of Clint Van Zieks had gone missing.
Clint Van Zieks. Yes. I do seem to recall that some years ago I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you, Iris?
You mean it was you, Iris? So those papers you have there are... I'm sorry. Aww. Forgive me. Aww, Iris. Poor thing.
And there you have it.
Aww, poor
Truth.
Iris.
Yeah, but also truth.
But also truth.
In truth, I would like to have thought I could have predicted the booby-trapped chest. But it caught me completely off guard. I was very nearly the late consulting detective Herlock Sholmes.
I'm sorry, Hurley. So you mean this autopsy report really is? Yes, I took it from the lab, even though I knew it was very important. Was there something in it that troubled you, Iris? Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I'd been looking for. When I saw this report, when I saw the writing in it, I knew it was Daddy's. The writing. Your father's writing? What do you really mean? Iris? It must be something that's hard for her to talk about.
Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows.
You always do. Mr. Sholmes, what is it?
I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the city has been somewhat forgotten.
Ah! Father!
Perhaps we should find our guest somewhere more peaceful to rest.
Okay, Sholmes, you're doing something good this time. Thank you. Thank you for not being terrible at this.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes?
would you be so kind as to lend him your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll help you carry him up. So will I.
No, I can manage alone, thank you. You have tea to enjoy.
Oh, great. You're getting out of here so you don't hear this. Great, thanks. Appreciate it.
We wouldn't want Iris's brew to stew.
Because there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than dragging him upstairs like a trunk. I wonder. Perhaps that was deliberate. Maybe Mr. Sholmes is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk more freely. We must use this opportunity to talk with Iris. and find out what's going on. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I can do this. Would you like to tell us about it, Iris? About your father? I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner. Yes, and that notes about all the cases they solved together are kept inside that metal chest. That's right. Hurley told me, you see? He said that Daddy's somewhere far away now, so we can't meet. That's one way of describing it. Then, when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build up a picture in my head of what Daddy must be like. Well, that's only natural. You're just like any other girl of your age. Is she, Susanto? Is she? In that regard, maybe. I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree too. Well, that's only natural, I suppose. In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though. But there was one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ah. His name wasn't anywhere on any of the notes that he'd made about his work with Hurley. But then, one day... That's what happened, is it? When you saw this autopsy report, you finally managed to work it out. Is that right? Yes! So it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye. Oh, poor Iris. Ugh. When I saw the writing on that report, I could hardly believe it. I know that handwriting, I thought to myself. Because it was the same as the writing you'd seen on your father's case notes. Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly and needed to see them side by side. I asked the doctor in the laboratory, but I was told I couldn't take the report away. And even worse, I was told that was the first and last time we'd be allowed even to look at it there. So you decided to steal it. When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The handwriting was exactly the same. It was Daddy's. And the signature of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report read Dr. John H. Wilson. So that's how I finally found out. I learned Daddy's name at last. I see. Ever since then, I've called myself Iris Wilson. And that's also when I had the brilliant idea of writing stories all about Daddy's exciting times with Hurley. I decided there and then that I'd write The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, Iris, I had no idea the stories had quite such a deep personal significance for you. I can see why the autopsy report was so important to her now. And why she was prepared to break the law to get her hands on it. At the end of the day, she's still a little kid.
I must apologize, Iris.
Aww.
This is really all my fault.
Hurley?
I made a promise, you see, that until the time was right, I'd keep the details about your father a secret.
I know. I've been very naughty. I'll take the autopsy report back to Dr. Gory and apologize. I promise.
Yes, we'll go together, I think.
But not before we read it! Then let me look after it for you until we get there. The court record! Like you think I'm not gonna go look at it immediately. Like you think I'm not gonna go look at it immediately. Alright, here we go. Death from a single stab wound to the heart, other superficial external wounds indicative of a duel. Interesting. Recent scarlet ink stains visible on the little and ring fingers of the right hand, but no document in corresponding ink was found. Vital evidence recovered from the victim's stomach during autopsy. Credit to Inspector Gregson for petitioning so doggedly for the autopsy procedure. No internal trauma noted anywhere in the body. What the heck's in his stomach? What was the evidence in his stomach? Okay, sure. Interesting, interesting. Oh, wait, we can look at the trunk now, too. Yep. It has blood on it.
Probably from being murdered.
Yeah. Look at this dark stain here. Do you think... Yes, I'm afraid so. I think it's blood. Ugh, I knew you were going to say that. So that presumably means that this was present at the scene when Inspector Gregson was killed. It's the most logical conclusion, yes. To think Gina's been carrying this around with her. If you didn't know any better, I suppose it does look like a grease stain from all the fish and chips. Interesting. And there's a giant scratch on this side. Have you seen this huge gash across the side of the trunk here? It's gone right through the leather and into the metal behind. Gosh, for a metal chest like this to have been so badly damaged. Whatever made the gash must have struck the side of the trunk with considerable force. I wonder how it happened. There must be a key for this that we don't have, I'd assume. I'd assume it's locked. Maybe it's not. Let's have a look inside. I see.
Looking pretty unlocked.
It's unlocked. Okay. There's a note. Look, there's something inside. I'm going to forget about this before next time.
Absolutely you are.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, let's see. It appears to be a passport authorizing him to travel overseas. Was Inspector Gregson about to go on a trip abroad then? You already knew this. He was going to Paris. Perhaps the date of departure might tell us something. That was... Oh. What is it? It was for travel on 31st October. Just one day before the incident. What? Really? Passport entered into the court record. Gregson went to France the day before his body was discovered? Interesting. There's also the damage here. There's a piece of something. Yep. Do you see that? There's something stuck in the side of the trunk there. It's glinting like a knife. It looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. But it's wedged in so tightly I can't remove it. Well, don't cut yourself. You'd better leave it, I think. Anything else we want to see in this box? A knife! Yeah. What have you got there, Trunk? A knife.
Doesn't look like there's anything else.
No. Okay, cool. We've inspected something we should have inspected. Cool. Back
Nice.
to Iris. Hi, Iris. I must go and water my herbs, I think.
Herbals.
I'll see you all later.
Goodbye.
Poor Iris. She must be feeling awful. I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her, but still. Uh-oh, why is Susato screaming? How? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Sholmes? Mr. Sholmes?
Oh, dear me.
Hold on. Sorry. Ugh. I'm fine now.
Don't worry, Sholmes is just freaking out. So, you've noticed, I see.
But that would mean... What on earth's the matter, Miss Susato? You've turned as white as a sheet. It's this autopsy report, Mr. Naruhodo. The one from 10 years ago. The writing isn't Dr. Wilson's at all. Huh? What do you mean? How could you possibly know that? Because I know this writing very well. Is it her dad's writing? Holy crap. This writing, it's my father's. What? Professor Mikotoba's.
Indeed, it's true.
Hold up. Okay.
And now you know, my dear fellows.
No, I don't know anything. What on earth does all of this mean, Mr. Sholmes? Because the idea that's slowly forming in my mind, it's just too extraordinary to believe. Please, you have to explain. Oh, finally freaking talking to Sholmes. God! About time. So, this autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikotoba then. But that makes no sense. It's not possible, surely.
Not possible, my dear fellow. Right, take a deep breath and think again.
Yes, you're right. In some ways, it actually makes a great deal of sense. It does? 10 years ago, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 10 years ago was when Father returned to Japan after his extended study tour in Britain.
And prior to his return, where was Dr. Mikotoba engaged?
Ah, of course. He was an assistant in Dr. Wilson's laboratory, learning about forensic science.
And as an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled into the full autopsy report. Once the work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the document.
In other words, the only writing of Dr. Wilson's in the report would be his signature at the end. I see. So Iris got the wrong end of the stick, you mean? She saw that and assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson. Which is very understandable, of course. What a complicated situation. Oh, great. We're going to start lying to Iris again. Yay. Cool. Great. Love that for us. Your partner, Mr. Sholmes. This is cool. Thinking about it. Most of what we know about you, Mr. Sholmes, comes from the published stories of your exploits. Yes, The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, written by Iris. And we really have no way of knowing what's fact and what's fiction.
Most troubling for you, my dear fellows, I'm sure.
So what about this supposed partner of yours? Did he really exist or not?
Ah, you've come straight to the point, I see.
And please come straight to the answer.
Now, why would I ever do that?
That's true.
I believe Iris explained it in one of her installments. He was a trusted comrade, and the only person I could truly have called a friend.
And did this partner of yours truly make a record of all your cases? Are his notes really stored inside that metal chest?
Absolutely, my dear man. Absolutely.
So, where's your partner now?
We rarely meet. You see, he lives on the other side of the world.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Okay, cool.
When did you
Yes.
start knowing it?
When they started talking about the autopsy report, like, I
Fair.
was like, oh, okay. I see where this is going. But if this autopsy report and the records of all your old cases were penned by the same hand, and if the autopsy report was written, though not signed, by your famous partner, there would be only one logical conclusion.
Pray, impress me.
Sarcastic little piece of... Your partner would have to be Eugene Mikotoba. In other words, Miss Susato's father.
On my word, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes?
You are coming along wonderfully. You have hit upon the method at last.
Sure.
You've finally grasped the art of deduction.
This man... You mean to say...
Allow me to introduce you.
Oh, he's awake.
To my great friend and partner, Mikotoba.
Well, good for him! Professor Mikotoba! That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. Does this mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson?
No, my dear. I'm still my old self, Eugene Mikotoba, your father.
Uh-huh. Oh, of course. This is obviously too much for Susato-san to take in. She's her dad's
I must
biggest
say,
fan.
though, now my old friend has attained worldwide celebrity as a great mystery solver. Is the greatest mystery of all. I still remember the first time we met. Ah, pray, remind me, when was it again, Mikotoba? 16 years ago, Sholmes. Ah, yes, quite. 16 years ago. I just arrived from Japan with Seishiro and Genshin. I was in search of lodgings close to the hospital. some comfortable rooms at a reasonable price. But rents are devilishly high in that particular area. That's right. So I decided I need someone to share lodgings and the expense. And was fortunate enough to be introduced to Sholmes, who found himself in a similar situation. I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of the great detective you see before you now. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory at the time, indulging my curiosities for a little gain. And the situation of our cohabitation led us to pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe, it was a mere 6 years. We had a great many adventures. But in the last year of Mikotoba's stay in Britain, that most infamous of cases presented itself. The case with which you've become rather familiar yourselves, the Professor killings. After the trial, Seishiro and I were summoned back home.
Hardly surprising given the circumstances.
So there you have it. And as you know, all the details recorded by my trusty chronicler remain in that metal chest.
This is just amazing. Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sholmes' famous partner. Oh, Susato, are you okay? Father.
Goodness, my dear. What a cutting look.
As your daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you were the great detective's great partner. But nevertheless, there's another mystery that I really must ask you to explain now. Oh my god, we're getting the entire plot in the last, 5 minutes.
And that is?
We're getting the entire plot in, the last 5 minutes of my consciousness.
You bet you are.
Holy crap. You know very well what it is. The unresolved matter of Iris's father. Ah, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that one.
Oof.
Big oof.
I should have seen this coming, I suppose.
Sure, Sholmes, what you got to say about this? Iris told us that all the notes about the great detective's adventures that are in that metal chest were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Sholmes?
That is indeed what I told young Iris.
But if you're Mr. Sholmes' partner, father, and you wrote all those case notes, then Iris's father must be you. Oh, Susato. Oh. Oh.
On my word, Miss Susato. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You too have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasped the art of deduction. What?
What you've always told me, father, is that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago. And you left me in grandmother's care whilst you embarked on your study tour of Britain. And I've always accepted that. But all this about Iris... Oh, there it is. Susato-san's ice-cold stare.
No, now hold on a minute. It was very complicated. I mean, it's really not what you think.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain exactly what it is. There it is. Now the eyes go from ice cold to red hot just before she...
No, really, you've got the wrong end of the stick. Sheldon, say something, man.
Takedown time. Well, he just got dressed and he's leaving.
That's quite enough, my fiery fellows.
You literally... Mr. Sholmes? When did he get all dressed up?
Whilst I don't like to interrupt this exciting exploration of the past, Mikotoba and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion.
I hate this man. But it's very late, Mr. Sholmes. Where must you go?
Why, my dear madam, is that not obvious? My partner and I must pursue our natural enemies. So, get your coat, Mikotoba. The game is afoot. But Sholmes, I really must give Susato a full explanation, I think.
You know what? Welcome to the family, Iris. Exactly. Congratulations, Susato. You have a sister. I don't care what they say. You have a sister. Your sisters now. Indeed.
Later, my dear fellow, later. Our carriage awaits downstairs already. You haven't changed one iota, have you?
This man never changes, except when he changes clothes, which isn't often.
I mean, really. I visited our home after 10 long years.
I know! No, I seriously was like, is this old man Yowie? This is old man Yowie. And Iris has 2 dads, but he also a 3rd dad.
When I open that chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably pass out, lose the ability to speak.
And get punched in the face.
And as if that wasn't enough, when I eventually regain consciousness, I'm plunged straight into all this.
Well, welcome to Schultz. You should already know this. Father, please. Go with Mr. Sholmes now.
What?
I've no doubt that whatever happened, you were acting in everyone's best interests. I trust you. Completely. Aww, that's cute. Susanto, best girl. And sending the great detective and his great partner off on renewed adventures together. It's more than I could have hoped for in my wildest dreams.
Very well, then. We'll speak again later. So, I believe your own work is done for the day. I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. Yes, Naruto. Good luck in battle, and in reaching a decision.
A decision? About whether to go back to Japan, I suppose.
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself.
Cutscene.
It would only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth. And that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.
Ryunosuke is so cute! Everybody's so cute. End? End? That's the end of that case?
Case 4 is over. You did it! You beat Case 4!
I don't like case 4.
You beat it, though!
I beat it
We're
with
out
a
of it now.
stick, maybe.
It's done! There's only one thing left!
Oh, we're back in trial, and it's the end of the episode, but not the case. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, semantically, yes, but I like to think of them as cases individually. We solved the case of Iris's dad. That's the case we solved. There it is.
Oh my my gosh. It does not feel right being near the end of this game.
Well, we have like a case worth of.
We do have a case left. We have a case left, but like, I'm gonna cry really hard when this game is over. I already see it coming. I don't know if it's gonna be if I'm crying about the story or crying about the experience.
I mean, in terms of number of streams, we have exceeded game one. Like, it was 20 streams for game one, and this is number 21, I believe. The one we just had right now.
I'm glad someone
So,
is
like,
keeping up with this statistically.
It's not that I have to keep up with the statistics. I'm the one uploading the VODs.
Well, that's
I'm the one who has
true.
to count
That's
these.
true. I'm already crying. I'm trying not to, though. I'm trying not to.
You just got like all of the lingering tea about everything.
That was a lot. I also thought Iris did a murder for a second there, but like, good for her, honestly, if she does. Whew, and I did all this with my boys on my chest and my exception on my head.
Yeah, and also your exception to the right of you.
And my extra exception. My exceptioning.
Aw.
Oh my god, hold on, I'm like losing it over here. Oh god, ow, 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 ow. I'm fine. This game makes me emotional. Is this supposed to do this? It hurts.
Probably.
I'm fine. I'm also exhausted, so I have to go to bed.
Very true, very true.
But, oh my god, guys, we did it. We made it to the end of something. Part of case, whatever. Not the end of the trial, but the end of the chapter.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it just says final chapter. It's crazy.
Kind of intense.
I'm not mentally prepared for how this is gonna go. There's a lot of stuff to tie up. Like, I get that they just started tying it up here, but like, we've got a whole case of tying it up to go through.
That's just all of case 5. We're
Like
just tying
a whole
things.
trial. Is there an investigation portion to
Briefly.
Briefly, okay. I was like, is it
But, like,
all trial?
Really, no. It's pretty much all trial.
Okay. It's gonna be hard to break it up, huh?
Nah, like
Okay.
even with like long trial sections, we've got partitions.
Okay. I cannot stay up this late ever again. I'm so tired. But I get to wake up late tomorrow, so I'm okay. Okay. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, back to the title screen.
Yeah, we need some passive background music.
Here we go.
There we go.
All right, guys. My emotions
Good
are
stuff.
in turmoil, but I made it this far.
I was been looking forward to this one for a while.
Oh my god, I'm not prepared. All
I
right.
had to wait a month and a week.
You had to wait a month and a week. And through me being like, well, let's hope the new computer works.
And like a half hour of a stream introduction that's making me worried we wouldn't get to the finale of this.
It's all good.
That's why I'm
It's
so
all
antsy
good.
at the start of all these streams. I know it's coming up and I'm worried we won't get to it anymore.
I knew that you would stop me if I needed to stop, and that you would not stop me if I absolutely needed to not stop.
Yeah,
like-
I'm not gonna make this happen against your own health and well-being.
Exactly. I was
but-
like, you know about my health stuff. You're not trying to like make me die. So
Did push it a little bit, but it was necessary.
it was necessary this time. It's okay every once in a while, as long as it's not like all the time. It's fine, you know. Yeah. Sorry for the long-winded welcome backy things. I just finally feel revitalized this week, and I got a new computer, so I'm making the most of it. Okay. I'll go to bed.
Good stuff.
Good night,
Go to bed.
Exception. Good night, audience.
Good
night, everybody.
Good night, audience.
Take care.
Congratulations on having a good computer.
Yeah.
Now we can do stuff. I will now proceed to scheme.
Okay.
You already know the schemes, though.
I know the
You're on
schemes.
board.
I know the schemes. I
Yeah.
signed up for the schemes. So, all right,
Look
guys.
forward to our schemes, everybody.
Look forward to the scheming and the craziness, but we will see you next week. Probably, hopefully,
Yeah.
I think. I'm trying to think if there's anything I have to do next week that will make me not able to do this, because I will scream.
I got no obstructions.
Maybe we should do 2 streams. No, I'm just kidding.
We can do 2 streams.
2
Like,
Ace Attorneys.
we could.
You're so over me. Okay. All right. Good night, guys. We'll see you next
Farewell.
time.